Retard. Retard.
Right. I think we're good. Are we good? Oh. He's trying to fix his mic. Bear with him, guys.
Hello, everyone. This is Black Box. How are you? Welcome to my stream.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm just typing it out.
Amazing. Black box sounds different, apparently.
Yes, loud and clear.
And so SimCaesar is going to be pilot flying. Black box is pilot monitoring, and I'm going to be flight engineer. So I've got the easy job, thankfully. How are you all today, though? Hope you're all having a fantastic Friday.
So, am I live now? Can people hear me? Hang on, I think I fixed it. Hello, hello. I'm here as well.
Absolutely, she.
So,
can they hear you?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I can see.
Are we good?
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Welcome everyone to the stream. I'm so excited about today's flight, man. Yesterday we already did a test flight, and we had so much fun with it. We had so much to laugh about, and it worked so well. So definitely really hyped about today. Nice. Thank you for all the feedback, guys. Wonderful. So big hello to Motosuwa. Check out his stream as well on Twitch. And SimCaesar said he's going to concentrate fully on flying today, so he's not streaming.
Fully on flying.
Yeah, so if you have time, then I'm not sure SimCaesar when you're going to stream next, but for all the viewers,
tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night. Please make sure to check his channel as well, please.
2300 Zulu.
Excellent, excellent. Right, so let me introduce the positions then. So I'm sitting here, so I've actually gotten used to this view yesterday.
This is my view.
So that's my view. On my left, you have SimCaesar, and at the back here, at the back, looking over these dials and knobs and switches, which is amazing, is Motosuwa. And he did
hello.
He did a fantastic job yesterday as well, may I say. So
I just got the teas, and you know.
Yeah. How many cups of teas did you have yesterday?
Too many. Actually, not enough.
It was so funny when we prepared the flight yesterday. Suddenly, Motosuwa went, "Oh, I've got to get myself a cup of tea," and then SimCaesar said, "Oh, that's a good idea." So they all left me. I was like, on my own in the flight deck. So if you guys want to get a cup of tea, do it now. Maybe thank you so much for the resub. Let me see if my buttons work today. Thank you so much, Maywell. Thank you very much. Good evening to John Fezzer as well. There we go. Oh yeah, and hopefully the stream delay isn't as big as last time. So today I'm on the lowest latency setting. So hopefully that will work. Hendrik, good evening to you as well. Ted Barker. Ted Barker, nice to see you. Now, I know from good sources, Sir Ted Barker, that you have access to shared flight as well now. So invitation stands. Let me know when you want to do a flight together. Right, without further ado, before we start up the aircraft, let me just give you a quick overview of the does it disturb you when I talk into chat here, or shall I mute the microphone here in Discord? Or
I'm just kind of like, I just take my mute when I talk to my chat. It's honestly fine. But Sim, thank you so much for the sub, dude. I really appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. And Black Box, it doesn't bother me. I would rather hear you. So,
Okay.
but I'm not streaming, so.
Okay. Yeah, but I think since Motosuwa is streaming as well, yeah, I think it's better if I mute Discord when I'm shouting to my chat.
Black box is fine, mate. Honestly,
Yeah?
I don't mind, my dude. It's
Okay.
honestly not an issue at all on my end, and I'm sure my guys don't mind.
Okay.
You got a better voice than me, that's for sure.
No, I don't think so. But, oh, you guys. Right. So, hello, everyone. Yeah, as always, if you can have questions, then what we'll do is the same procedures every time. Put exclamation mark ask, please, and then your questions will be saved. And I will address that once we have time. Yeah, it should be Alberta. It should be changed now. So that should be explained Felis 742. What is the MAC and how can we calculate it? So the mean average chord, so the center of gravity. You mean the A320, Emre? Right. Okay, so quick overview regarding today's flight. So we are here in LA, as you saw on the outside view, and parked at 156. We will be on Pilot Edge. Now, I've not been on Pilot Edge for ages, but I know SimCaesar is a real pro on Pilot Edge, so he'll be standing by. But I'm going to do the comms. And so SimCaesar, just like in real life, he'll be concentrating on just simply flying the aircraft. And me, I'll be supporting him. So when he wants me to set some radios for him, some nav radios or whatever, he'll command that. And I'll do the radios. I'll do the fuel checks and so on. Oh, actually, no. Hang on. We got a flight engineer. You do the fuel checks.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
My chat's just giving me nothing but abuse, which is standard. Carry on.
Yeah, so Motosuwa is a flight engineer, and he'll be doing the fuel checks from time to time. And yeah, we'll see how everything goes today. I'm excited. So this is the routing. We're going up to Salt Lake City. Flight time an hour 30. Currently, Salt Lake City is landing towards the south. But we agreed that we're not going to accept visual approach because we do want to try to. The cargo duck has. Who's the cargo duck?
I don't know. So we've got a passenger though.
Caesar, how many passengers have you allowed?
Passengers?
Now, don't say 200 because we may overstress.
Cargo duck has joined.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Oh no. I left it open because I thought maybe Tail West or somebody would want to come in as pet. But I only left a 10 passenger thing. Should I not have done that? I thought I would leave some passengers in there because I saw last time you did a shared cockpit. Tail West jumped in and did a wing view, and I thought, I'll just leave that a little bit.
Yeah.
open
the only concern I would have is regarding the upload or download rates or whatever. But if that's not an issue, then I don't have an issue with that at all. Adabika, hello to you. Yeah, so Adabika, hello.
I just when I was setting it up, I was remembering the last time when you did shared cockpit and Tail West jumped in there as a passenger and did the wing view. I thought that was cool. I thought I'll just leave some extra passengers there. I didn't consider the technical possible. I'm not sure if I can change it on the fly after the flight's created.
I think just leave it.
It should be fine.
Okay.
I mean, it won't change the upload or download to you individually, just to the server. But
should be fine.
Someone else could create a flight anyway on the server, so you don't really control.
But yeah, I made the crew three max crew. So
yeah, that's cool.
Just a quick one, Sim. So a Mr. or Mrs. Tantalus 792 says that your remarks still say Happy Wednesday. Apparently.
Yeah, I said Happy Wednesday. Oh, it's Friday.
It's almost the same. I mean, Friday, Wednesday.
Usually do a shared cockpit stream on Wednesdays, so I just force a habit.
Caesar,
Happy Wednesday.
For you, we'll pretend it's Wednesday. It's fine.
I think a lot of people that work Monday to Friday will be very angry with that statement.
Oh dear. Right. without further ado, guys, so you're all in the picture. Big hello. I'm not going to greet everyone separately here on my stream. Thank you so much for watching. And again, big shout out to SimCaesar and Motosuwa, also live streaming. We're not live streaming both today on Twitch, but Motosuwa is live streaming right now. And SimCaesar will be live streaming tomorrow evening. And so this is like a huge step forward for all of us, trying to get to grips with this beautiful aircraft, this beautiful simulator, and in a 3-man environment. Pretty much unscripted, because normally, in the real world, you have your SOPs, so your procedures, and everybody would know exactly what to do. We had to improvise yesterday a bit. Improvise in the sense that, just giving you an idea, regarding thrust levers, for example. So in the real world, if I remember correctly, the thrust levers for takeoff would be set by the flight engineer, for example. That technically, however, I don't know, we decided that we're going to do it a bit differently. So SimCaesar, who's controlling the aircraft, he'll also move the thrust levers. So the only thing that the flight engineer does for us is when SimCaesar commands certain power settings, like, for example, the EPR modes, or so climb mode, cruise mode, and so on, or speed mode, or Mach mode. Then Motosuwa, as a flight engineer, he will then use this panel to switch the different modes, or switch on and off the different modes. That's the only thing really that the flight engineer does with regards to the thrust settings. The rest will be done by SimCaesar himself. Good. Motosuwa, will you go ahead now with the electric power startup?
Yeah, so should we go ahead and all connect the GPU?
Yeah, so that's the first thing we're going to do.
Power and connect
correct.
GPU.
Yeah.
So, we haven't done anything different regarding the setups, the options. So, ground, we're going to leave the chocks off and connect the GPU.
Okay, check.
The amount of abuse I get. Right, I've got ground power on.
Yeah, me too.
Right, okay, let's go ahead and get some systems so you guys can actually have some power.
Yeah. So
there we go.
Look at that. So this is the amazing panel. This panel alone is, like on a Concorde, is just crazy. So many dials and switches.
Right, we should have power, chaps.
So,
looks good.
Yeah. It's powering up for me. The old panel is nicely lit up.
Welcome aboard the Captain
do we know what the
Leon, thank you so much for your subscription.
It's altimeter, isn't it? We're in America. What's the altimeter here?
Complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium
we got that yet?
3038.
Thank you.
3038. Thank you.
Right. It's actually 3036 set already. Was that set from yesterday, I guess?
It will be, yeah, most likely, yeah.
Okay.
And we're going up to 33,000 again, yeah?
No, 34.
Yes.
What did you
I
file?
For 33.
Yeah, 33.
We're going east.
Yeah, 33.
So 33.
1,000 plus extra back here, that's all.
Alrighty. All right. Why, Brendan? What's the matter with what's the issue? Oh, your question there. Hang on. So Airbus question: when do I manually approach the airport, but with activate auto thrust? When do the auto thrust doesn't disconnect automatically. No. Yeah, exactly. So when you near the ground and you hear retard, that's when you put the thrust levers to idle, and then the auto thrust will disconnect. But it doesn't disconnect automatically in that sense. And also, Brennell,
chaps, are we doing the alternates Denver again?
Yeah, I filed Denver.
And Brennell, if you put exclamation mark ask, it's better, because then it's saved on my...
I hate to talk right now because I don't know if Black Box is talking.
Yeah, I just switch off Discord because there was a question from one of my mods regarding... Yeah. Okay, cool. So regarding the procedure, so the important thing is, so when you start getting into shared flight, the important thing is that if you don't have a script available, then you need to kind of figure out who does what. So yesterday we decided that, for example, SimCaesar will do just his setups regarding the departure route right now. The autopilot panel, you can see him dialing the heading mode and so on, the altitude he set.
The electric shocks.
Yeah, the electric shocks.
I was trying not to giggle when I was doing it.
Yeah, Motosuwa. Motosuwa is obviously doing everything regarding pre-flight on this engineer panel, and me to do something. At least I'll be on the overhead panel right now. So I'm gonna start aligning the.
Do you guys want to go ahead before we do anything else to get the payloads and everything in and fuel?
Yeah, that's a good idea as well.
Yeah,
although I
whenever you're
just wanted to get the INS aligning, so that's
Yeah,
good.
no problem.
Let me get that to armed, and then disk it on.
Are we going to do quick align, or are we going to do a full?
Yeah, I'll do.
Is there something I need to do on my end? Do we need to coordinate the aligning like we did?
Yeah,
well, like we do with the payload.
I'm not sure. So I think maybe JSnap can come in. I think yesterday I did quick align. I'm not sure if everybody has to do quick align.
Shouldn't be. It should be just a single person, I believe. Because I've got my switches in nav now on the overheads.
Yeah, same here.
I didn't touch any of those, so that should be fine.
They are nav mode. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, cool. Right. So
and none of you have a green light where it says ready nav.
No.
Is that correct?
Negative.
No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, like I said, I think that only comes on when you do the normal alignment, so the full alignment, and then once it's ready to go into nav mode, and then you switch the switches to nav mode, and then the light goes out.
I see. Okay.
Right, Brennell, test. Yeah, it's there, so I can see your test question. All good. Right, so let's go into payload first, was it? Or fuel?
The load calculator is where we started yesterday.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, so we said preset for passengers 75%.
We did 100 yesterday.
Yes, we did do 100 yesterday.
Okay, 100
for passengers.
Yeah, 125 for cargo.
Let's have a quick look. So passengers 100 and cargo is 25. That is selected. What's our destination distance again?
Let me check the flight plan. That was
550.
Yeah, I've got 580. Shall we do something?
600.
Yeah, I think yesterday we did 600 just to have a bit more fuel.
Yeah.
Desired flight level 330.
Desired, 330. Do we know what the tailwinds are yet?
Little pilot, yes, I do. No, I use VSync.
Hopefully it's a tailwind.
VSync it is. Yeah, so in we don't have tailwind, we actually have headwind. So I'm going to put minus. Well, it will be minus 25, but I'll put minus 30 then. So that means we have headwind.
Minus 30, no worries.
And the alternate distance is Denver 400 miles.
400.
Contingency 5%. Taxi fuel 15 minutes is fine. Yeah, so total fuel, it says for me 37669.
37669 is what I have.
Okay, and the takeoff weight further down, I have 267068.
Same here.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. So
beautiful.
Show load sheet. Okay, that's fine.
And now we go back to the home, don't we? And then refuel, and then from load sheet data.
Exactly.
And then instant. So I'll do fuel first. So load sheet data, and then instant refuel.
Yep.
Boom, that's in.
Yep.
37668.
Yep.
Total fuel.
Okay.
Yep.
That's done.
And then payload from load sheet and instant board and load even. 18 crew, 388 packs, and 13698 cargo.
18 crew.
Okay, I got all those
1369.
numbers.
Yep, same.
Awesome. And could you guys just confirm on the engineer's panel by the fuel, 267.9 and 37.6 kilos of fuel.
2679, 376 is confirmed.
Okay, 2679 and 376. Yes.
Beautiful, chaps.
All right.
Good. So what we did here was we made sure that all three of us have the same starting points, so that the calculations all start from the same values, and then it should be synced up nicely. And then from here on, we just continue with our preparations. I'm going to go in the overhead panel, make sure that everything's sorted out there.
Oh, Black Box, I did want to mention to you
Mhm.
that I'm watching your stream muted over my shoulder on YouTube, and it looks, from what you're talking and what you're doing, it looks pretty instantaneous to me. So I don't. You had mentioned you had a stream delay, but I don't see any delay whatsoever.
Yeah. Good. Thank you much for the feedback. Yeah, because yesterday people saying that when they
I touched nothing here.
yeah
It's
saw,
weird.
saw
It's-
something in the stream, and then they chatted something. There was a huge delay for some reason, it seems. But okay, so that's
No, it seems.
Yeah, I
spot
just
on.
saw you hit the stall warning, and it was maybe half a second or a second
Okay.
after you hit the button that I heard it on Discord. So
excellent. Okay, thanks so much.
yeah, it's pretty much instantaneous, so that's good.
Excellent. Good. So overhead panel should be fine. Caesar, if you want to have a look over at the overhead panel, see if I've missed something, then
I would anti-skid and body gear steering, I think. I don't know if those are later on in the checklist.
shall I arm it now?
I believe so. I think they need to be armed for pushback.
Okay, cool. Then that's armed. Yeah. Good. In the meantime, let me try and get the grips. So we are already connected on Pilot Edge. Let me just get connected then to the ATIS.
Such a beautiful plane, isn't
It
it?
is, yeah. So the ATIS should be 3565. Now I've got to get groups with my VHF panel. So on number 2 right now, that's selected with the volume up. And so if
Black Box,
yeah.
I have departure ATIS as 133.8.
In LA? Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the taxi diagram. It says
Okay.
departure ATIS 133.8.
So then something different regarding Navigraph and the one you have. Okay, interesting.
Right, I am pretty much set back here for you chaps for APU. So whenever you want APU, let me know. We're good.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you much for the heads up. So sorry, say again the frequency that you have.
133.8.
So the question is, I guess I should hear something now.
I don't hear anything. I
No.
know I'm connected to. I don't see 130. Oh, I see it on your side.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So
I don't have the VHF2
Los
turned up.
Angeles
There we
International
go.
Airport.
Huh?
ATIS information, Bravo.
Wait, I
Is that
even
too
hear
loud?
that.
3 Zulu. Wind 150 at 4. Visibility
Ah,
10.
I hear that. That's
yeah,
Clouds at
hang on.
1000. Temperature 18. Dew point -6.
So the thing is,
3037. Arriving runways 24 right.
so you're
25
connected.
left. Departing runways 24 left. 25 right.
If I change the volume on my side, does it change the volume
Yeah,
on your
it
side?
does. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm controlling the volume. Can you
Oh, wow,
control
yeah.
the volume on the pilot side?
Hang on, let me just check.
Simultaneous
Yeah, I
instrument
can.
departures in progress.
But I have
Okay.
to. So I have to use your
Departures,
panel.
contact,
Okay, that's
clearance,
interesting.
Delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude.
Okay,
and if flight
I'll just note down the
following is
ATIS real
requested,
quickly.
Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions.
this is
Advise
cool.
on
This is
initial
cool.
contact you have information below.
And you have the same. You can hear that as well, Moto.
Los
I can
Angeles
hear it. Yeah.
International Airport.
Whatever you guys
Oh,
are
I
doing, I
love
can
that.
hear it.
Bravo.
And I assume,
185
in fact, let
Zulu.
me. Which
Wind
one's
150 at
the?
4.
Sorry, Sim. I'm just going to sit on your lap a
10.
second. Don't mind
Few
me.
clouds at 1,
Where's
1000.
the volume for
Temperature
the
18.
ATIS and
Dew
that?
point -6.
On left,
Altimeter
on left panel.
3037.
This.
That one there.
Yeah.
Runways 24 right, 25 left.
Yeah.
So
4 left, 25
I looks like I can't.
left approach and use sort vector for
Adjust the
visual
volume,
approach will be
maybe.
provided.
Okay, but it
Doesn't
does
look
change
like
it for me.
Visual
So
approaches to all
Oh,
runways
does
are
it?
in
Oh,
Yeah.
does it for me? That's
It
interesting.
does for me as well.
Instrument
Yeah.
Departures in progress.
Okay.
VFR departures contact clearance delivery.
Right, so I'm just gonna note down
Advise
the
on course
ATIS.
heading,
Silence, please.
altitude, and if flight following is requested, read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Bravo.
right, information Bravo.
Los Angeles International
150
Airport.
at 4.
ATIS information Bravo. 1853 Zulu. Wind 150 at 4. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 1000. Temperature 18. Dew point -6. Altimeter 3037. Arriving runways 24 right, 25 left. Departing runways 24 left, 25 right.
Okay, 25 right for
ILS
departure.
runway 24 right and 25 left approach and use sorter for visual
And I've got
approach will be
3037
provided.
from the ATIS.
Simultaneous visual approaches to all runways are in progress. Simultaneous instrument departure is in progress. VFR departure.
Okay, I'll just dial up the off the frequency there. Okay, good. So 3037 on the altimeter. We've got another passenger. So
We get
pe-
I
passengers.
see that. I'm sorry, I should have put the passengers to
brave
0. I
souls.
yeah, brave souls indeed. Good.
didn't think that would be an issue.
Okay, so no, it's not an issue at all. All right, so
Okay.
what I'm going to do now, if you want to have a look at the INS, so I'm going to activate remote on all three sides, on all three SimCaesars. And on mine, I'm going to put this to the position. So I'm going to put the selector to position. That means that's the current position. And so the current position, people that want to get into programming the SimCaesar, you can go to INS and it shows you the present position, which is very convenient. No, this aircraft doesn't have GPS. No, no. So it's just INS, and indeed it does have a drift. However, what we did on the options, we set Sim GPS, meaning it's not a real drift that it simulates. It's going to be very accurate. So see it as having a kind of a GPS updating, yeah. But in a real aircraft, it wouldn't really. So 33564 is what I need to put in. 335. Oh, it's actually got the position there already. That's interesting. Did you put that in? No. That's interesting. It's got 118246. Yeah. Okay. So that's already in, which is nice and convenient. So I'm going to press insert. And that should put the position then obviously to that. Next, I'm going to put waypoint. And so we agreed that the first waypoint is going to be Daggett, correct?
The Daggett is the termination of the departure.
Yeah, okay. So that's pretty much where we might get.
Yeah. So yeah,
that,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first waypoint for the as far as the INS is concerned.
Okay. So I'm going to put this now to waypoint 1 because waypoint 0 is our present position, obviously. So you need to dial that to 1 to be able to insert the first coordinate. And then what you do is select north. So now the 1 starts blinking, and I've got 3, 4, 5, 7, 7, 5. Oh, okay, so that's the... Okay, so it's got 2 minutes. I'm wondering. I'm going to call up the normal chart here. Then that's easier. Right. Let me just go ahead, close that. Where's my map? There it is. So so it should be 3, 4, 5, 7, 5. So let me just clear that again. So we'll do that again. 1. So north. 3, 4, 5, 7, 5. Insert. Hey, Nicola, and MAN, hello to you as well. Right, then we're going to have to put the west coordinate, obviously. So that's very important. You need to get west, east, north, south correct, obviously. So west, and that's going to be 116, 3, 4, and then it's 4.
I'll just say how amazing this is. I can hear you saying all this and just punching it all in and seeing it go over to the next one. It's just so cool.
Yeah. Caesar, you would know this is a different. This is a already included Caesar here in the Felis, right? You don't have to buy that additionally.
Correct. Yeah. The Felis comes with this, and it's different than that other add-on.
Yeah.
I think this is completely custom programmed versus the add-on you can get that slides into like the FlyJSim planes, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a little bit different number for the Daggett west coordinate than you put in. I'm looking at the departure chart, and it gives me a slightly different
if you'd
number
had,
for the west coordinate.
It had it had 69 at the end for you, didn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a problem with it being in a different format than what you have to enter here. So I'm calling up a different chart. So on Navigraph charts, for example, it gives you that coordinate differently. So that's actually the format that you can quickly put that in. I didn't realize that Sky Vector actually does that with the different coordinates or the format.
I'm looking at the FAA departure procedure chart, and it's got it on their the north and west listed underneath the VOR information.
Yeah, but does it say 116-3469?
That's what it says.
Yeah,
yes,
okay, exactly. So that's a different format, unfortunately.
So, because we spoke about this yesterday, and apparently the flight engineer literally has the flight engineer isn't even a qualified pilot. So while they're going through the departure and everything, and basically what to do for that, I have no say in this part. So those guys are just going to crack on, get that all bit sorted and everything. So that's what we're doing now.
Exactly. I mean, that's just the thing. I mean, I guess.
I thought I was muted. I'm sorry.
No worries. So I guess, you know what? I saw a video from the Concorde where the flight engineer then does the outside check, for example. I mean, obviously we can't do that here, but I guess that would be done by the.
You could take a walk around, get the T's going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want, go ahead. Right. So I'm just going to hammer in a couple more VORs. It's only got 2 or 3 more VORs, and then we're good to go. Just for practice. Actually, what did I do now? 1, 2, 3. So that's a third one. It's going to be Milford. So Milford is going to be.
So the GPS coordinates you're getting now, or not GPS, but the longitude, latitude coordinates you're getting now are from the Navigraph charts, and they give you them in the correct format.
Yeah. Well, it's
the FAA charts are in the different.
Yeah. So what I get on, I can show you that here on the screen really quickly.
Okay.
So if I go to the Navigraph charts, there's Daggett, for example. And if you go to VOR TAC and details, you'll see it says 3457448. So you only need the last digit there. And so what I do is I round up. I mean, we're talking about the coordinates being extremely detailed, right? So in the meter range. However, for navigation, we don't need that kind of detail. So they kind of round up the minutes. So it's going to be
I see. Okay.
or the seconds. So it's going to be 5. So I'm putting in 34575, and for the longitude it's 116344. So I round that down, and this one will be rounded up to 5.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. And so the same goes, so on the J9 going up to Las Vegas. And then we're going to go, SimBrief has the coordinate. Well, it depends on the format. I don't think mine has, unless, of course, it's down here. Oh, it does. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's cool. So SimBrief in the waypoint list gives you as well. I didn't think I had the right format for that, but yeah, there we go. So 36048 and 115096. So also a little bit different. So the next one will be Milford, because that's, I think, I'm not sure. Although, shall I do the following, Caesar? Shall I put because there was one waypoint where we have a track change.
Yeah, that should go in there. But
so,
yeah,
that's Nora. Yeah, so I'm going to put Nora in the waypoint number 3 then. So Nora is here. That's 36456. So north 36456. Insert, and that's going to be west 114169. 114169. There we go. That does help a lot. Good. And then obviously we're going to go northeastbound, and then it's going to be VOR again. So that's going to be Beryl. It's probably one track then, and then it's Milford. So I'm going to take that coordinate then. So Milford. So that's going to be number 4. So just selected number 4 in here, and it's north 3821, 21, and then 6. Insert west 113008. Right. So if we go off course, Caesar, you can blame it on me. This is my fault. But I find it fast. I just love using that value there. Next in this Delta, and that's the last waypoint I'm going to dial in because Delta's on your arrival routing, isn't it?
Yeah, and our arrival puts us from Milford direct to Delta, so that would be an appropriate choice here.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Delta. Okay, I'll put those two in then. I'll put Milford and then Delta. Sorry, not Milford. Delta, and that's the last one, really, isn't it?
Then we're on the arrival, and yeah, that's the last one because I think we have a DME heading we go to on the arrival that I don't think you could put in there. Let me take a quick look here.
Yeah, I'm just looking as well here on the chart. Oh, actually, I got Delta, Delta, and then we're heading towards the airport, really. I mean, I could put... No, we won't. We're just going to put Delta as the last, and from there we'll go raw data again anyways. Yeah, so Delta...
Yeah, you could put Delta to... actually, there's a little kink in the middle of the... Yeah, maybe. I guess you could put Delta to Wasatch if you wanted to. That would be that would work, but...
Okay. So 39181.
Sim?
Yes.
Could you do me a favour? Could you send me the routing you did yesterday on Skyvector? Like you did yesterday.
Oh,
so I
yeah,
can
yeah,
show my
absolutely.
chat. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Good. So that's Delta, and the last one I'll put in for you is then the one near the runway. Wasatch. Okay.
Thank you very much, my dude.
Right. So questions. Yeah. So I use VSync.
I'll post it in Blackbox's chat.
And
here in
Brenold, you
case anyone wants
asked,
to
do
follow
both
along at
pilots
home.
have to enter the waypoints independently? No. So, yeah, Brenold just asked if the pilots have to put in the waypoints independently. And the answer is, well, they would have to if you don't use the remote button. But I've activated the remote button on all 3 of the SIVAs. And so whatever you put in, my bot just deleted your message because of
Oh, sorry.
caps. I don't know why. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, Mark just put that in. Oh my god, yeah.
Okay.
But that's a Streamlabs bot. How dare? Okay, well, I'll sort.
I have a question for you, Blackbox.
Yeah.
I don't think the remote works for aligning all 3 SIVAs. I think you have to align them individually, and then you can put the route in using the remote button.
Okay.
Maybe somebody can. Did you align each one individually, or did you just do it on the one?
I did. I put on remote, but the simplest thing to do is I'm going to switch your dial on SIVA 1.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it has position and 0, and that is the current position, isn't it? So,
Yes.
So
Okay.
that has maybe that with the initial pressing of that button regarding alignment, quick alignment, maybe that did it. So that's the last waypoint, guys. We're almost ready to go. So bear with us. 111586. Captain, I have inserted all the waypoints as you wished for.
Thank you.
Right, so remote is off. So what I'm going to do now, if you look at this quick info there, and also for Motosuwa, so if you look at the SIVA there, it shows a little rotary dial with little numbers. You can hardly see it. But that doesn't do anything on the display unless, of course, you go to waypoint list. And if I then scroll through, you'll see that's exactly those waypoints I put in all the way to number 6.
I see.
Number 7, obviously, we don't have any waypoints anymore. So that's just info regarding the inserted positions. All right. On the right of that dial, it says 01. So from 2. So right now, the indication you have when you switch your HSI to INS would be the course line between your current position and the waypoint 1.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, now we are exactly on the line. Once we get airborne, it's going to be a bit of an offset. There's a way to change waypoints. So if you just leave it as is and you fly along the routing, it'll automatically switch from one to the next waypoint once you overfly it. You don't have to do anything with that. If there is a direct to, then you can insert the combination. So let's say you're going from 1 to 3. You can put waypoint change 1, 3 insert, and then it'll draw the line from waypoint 1 to waypoint 3, ignoring waypoint 2. So that's a neat feature as well if we get any directs today.
Yeah, that's what I do on the third Seaver when I fly the solos. I put the last Seaver point into the third Seaver, then it gives me a distance. I change it to distance and time, and it shows me how far and how much time I have until I need to consider switching the Seavers over again.
Yeah, exactly. Good. If I'm not mistaken, so now the Seavers work independently. So if I put something in mine, and you are currently then navigating on your INS, I guess it's going to ignore my inputs and so on.
Yeah, I think that's...
So how do you select which SIVA is driving the autopilot?
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is through command A or B on the autopilot.
Could be, yeah. Because just like
I think it's through A and B.
So
A will be yours, Sim, and B will be black boxes.
Exactly. So when I'm pilot flying, I'll use autopilot B, and when you're pilot flying, you use also autopilot A.
So the third SIVA is not, you can't use it to command the autopilot?
Probably not, no.
Okay. There is a way of doing it, I think, and I think it's, I think it's underneath your HSI and stuff, Sim. Do you see this little thing I'm open between? I nearly said something there.
Hey, look at that. Okay, interesting.
I think. Now, don't quote me on that, but I think it might be that.
So which button were you using? You kind of lost me there.
Oh my gosh, this plane has so many layers to it. You know,
it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. But which button did you just use now?
If you look between Caesar's legs, giggity, you see me.
there.
Switch here.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm blushing.
Sorry, Sim. I just climbed over you there.
That's
I
okay.
apologize. I apologize.
But yeah, that's good to know then. Okay. And one more question from Brenold. When you only enter one wrong digit, you are maybe flying to Mexico. Well, I don't think it's going to be that bad. But yes, Brenold. So I know I've already briefed Sim on that. That, of course, the INS is obviously a nice thing to have. It does help make navigation a bit easier. However, now we filed slant whiskey, meaning ATC expects us to follow the routing according to VORs. So if we have programmed something wrong into the INS and the autopilot nicely follows that wrong coordinate, we'll drift off course. And, we should be checking raw data-wise. So we still have to select the VORs and the radials and so on. So we have to make sure that the INS is following the correct path. Just like the nav mode in the Airbus 320, for example. It's a nice thing to have. Well, I mean, it's a bit different regarding RNAV. I'll correct that. But ATC today expects us to fly exactly those radials from the VOR to the VOR. And that's what we're going to have to do.
It's so we'll cross-check, but using the INS is going to be more convenient. It's going to be less workload, and it should also theoretically provide a little smoother ride for the passengers because we don't have to be correcting to, when we're close to the VOR station. Theoretically, it should make the transition from one radial inbound to the outbound radial smoother than perhaps I could by flying it and having to adjust a little bit.
And if flight following is requested.
All right, so before we start briefing, Caesar, I'm going to get the clearance for you, shall I?
Advise on initial
yes,
contact. You
please.
have information, Bravo.
So still Bravo. Right, so I'm going to do it on your set. So let me just get... I hope that the frequencies are correct then on my side.
I can give them to you if you need it.
I see just engine clearance is 12035.
Yes. Okay. So Motosuwa, is the ATC volume way too loud for you? You have no
No,
volume
no,
control?
it's fine. I mean, the ATIS is always a little bit loud, but I mean, it's coming through fine my end. I mean, worst case scenario, I think I could just change the audio mix. No, I can't. No, it's fine. Honestly, it's no issue at all.
Okay.
If people when ATC actually speaking, if it is beyond deafening, then yeah, I'll let you know for sure.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, so radio silence. I'm gonna try to get the clearance here. Let's hope that button works. Do I see anywhere that is active? We'll see. Los Angeles clearance. Good afternoon from United 711, requesting clearance to Salt Lake City, please.
United 711 Los Angeles clearance. Good morning. Clear to the Salt Lake City Airport via the SEBI 3 departure. Daggett to transition, then as filed. Climb via the SID, except maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 125.2, squawk 4035.
United 711 is cleared to Salt Lake City. SEBI 3 departure, Daggett transition, then as filed. Climb via the SID, except maintain 5,000. Departure 125.2, squawk 4035.
United 711 Heavy, read back correct. Good morning.
Good morning. Right, cool. That works. That just adds
That's amazing.
Another layer of immersion. That is just so cool. Brilliant. Right, so my captain, SEBI 3, as expected, squawk 4053. I'll put that into the box here. If I can, 40. Where's the? Oh, there we go. 35. And
November 721 Delta Sierra, contact Las Vegas, approach 1.
Just going to dial the sounds down a bit so you can do your briefing. Okay, SimCaesar, you wish to bring us or brief us for the departure, please? Green Foxtrot, hello to you. How are you doing? Caesar? Hello.
Oh, sorry. I had myself muted in Discord.
Okay,
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. I was just wondering, okay, am I offline now or,
No, sorry about that. Okay, so briefing complete. And we're...
Yeah, no, hang on. I didn't hear that. Nice try.
So anyway, we're going to be departing off 25 right, initial heading 251. I've got that set in the heading, got that bugged in the MCP. And so we're going to need to cross the Santa Monica 160 degree radial at or below 3,000. I have the Santa Monica VOR tuned in on your side, black box, and the 160 degree radial dialed up.
Yep.
So if you could let me know when we cross that radial.
Yep.
And then as soon as we do, we're going to make a left turn heading 221. We'll remain on that heading and until we get instructions from ATC to proceed direct Seal Beach. We're going to fly outbound on the Seal Beach 022 degree radial until we get to SEBI intersection, and then we'll intercept the Daggett 214 degree radial 034 course inbound. And I've got Seal Beach dialed up on my side, and there was one other thing I wanted to ask. Oh, I'm sorry. What was our initial altitude?
Yeah, it said climb by the SID except maintain 5,000.
Okay, 5,000.
Okay, so people saying
All right.
that he said 4053. I'm going to have to confirm the squawk before we push back because I thought it was 4035. But yeah, okay, cool.
I got distracted when you were getting. I had my pen and paper out to write down the clearance as well, and I got distracted and didn't do it. So I'm sorry about that.
Oh, good. So I can see on Caesar's side there, he's selected 105.7 and also the radial 022. And what's the okay? So you dialed in 343 course, Caesar.
I've dialed 343 as our course. Yeah, we don't have. So actually, I'm going to put that to. I didn't input a course. I'm going to put that at 270. That's my guess is what our course will be inbound to Seal Beach. We're getting radar vectors to Seal Beach, so I'll have to fine tune that after if assuming he gives us direct Seal Beach, I'll have to fine tune us at that point.
Well, I mean, normally wouldn't it be 090 first of all? And
you're right.
And then I was just wondering because I would have put in like 022. But of course, yeah, if you're expecting something like 090, then yeah, that's fine with me. Good.
Chaps, you ready to do the performance takeoff calculator?
Yes. Right.
Are we taking off 25 right? I forgot already. I'll engineer getting teeth.
Yeah.
So we got runway length of 3,900.
So first of all, read data from load sheet, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So flaps 10 takeoff. Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay. So Motosuwa, go ahead with the runway length.
So runway length is 3,900 meters.
Roger.
Airport elevation, we're going to put in 100.
Roger.
And then the runway heading is going to be 250.
Yep.
Slope is 0.2 up.
Yep.
And obviously conditions are nice and dry outside.
Yep. Temperature is 8 is set 18. So
And with that information, I have
1028. I think it's the.
Yes.
1028. And that information, I've got V1 is 129, VR is 138, and V2 is 153.
So I'm just entering 150 at 4 for the wind.
Oh yeah, the wind have changed, wasn't it? Because it's on pilot edge.
Yeah.
What was the wind direction again? Sorry.
150 at 4.
50.
Good. So I've got V1 129, VR 138, and V2 153.
That's correct.
Yeah,
On my
check.
end.
Yep.
Stab trim 4.1.
Is where's there we confirmed.
And the initial pitch is 17 degrees.
Right, I'll dial in on my
Yes.
side. Flight director's on. Pitch initially up, down, up. So what I'm doing here now is setting the pitch bar initially, so we have some guidance. I think 15 is as much as it goes. Okay. Good. Right.
And I've got optimal climb at 305 knots and required runways 895 meters.
Roger that. It's going to be a fast takeoff.
Awesome. It is.
Good. I'm just going to reconfirm the squawk because my chat says I misinterpreted the squawk. So we'll confirm that. Alessandro again from United 711 question.
United 711 answer.
Yeah, so we're wondering about the squawk. Just confirm it's 4035.
United 711 Heavy, that's correct. 4035.
Thank you much. There we go. Pro pilot. What shall I say? The chat got it wrong and I got it right. Just saying. But anyways, so I would be ready for a checklist.
Descend and maintain 8,000.
Before start checklist.
Before start, checklist. Gear lever and lights. Check.
Gear down, light down.
Yeah. Brakes.
Brakes are set.
Start levers.
Off.
Radios.
On and check.
INS.
INS is okay and set to nav, all three.
Yep, checked. Compasses.
Slaved.
Correct. Window heat.
Window heat is on.
Seatbelts, no smoking.
Seat belts and no smoking signs are on.
Emergency lights.
Emergency lights armed.
Exterior lights.
The nav lights are on.
Yeah, I'll put the beacon on once we get pushback.
Okay.
Flight instruments.
Flight instruments. Currently, I am reading 071 on the heading and 100 on the altitude. Altimeter 3037.
I'll confirm 070, 3037, and 100 feet is confirmed. Clocks.
Clocks, I have 2227 GMT.
Checked. Radio INS switches.
INS switches are on. Sorry. We've got them on radio.
Checked. Radar and transponder.
Standby.
Right, so that's for us down to the line. So FE,
Okay.
checklist.
3,500. Number 6622 Mike, SoCal approach, Burbank,
Let's see, I think he's done his. So let me go in. Indicate.
Sorry, yeah,
yeah.
let's go through mine. I just had a quite large
3036.
thing happened there. Sorry, carry on. Yeah, everything's good on my end. I apologise, chaps.
Okay, no worries. Indicator lights. Yeah, they were checked. Engine wing anti-ice.
Off.
Stall warning. Checked. Mach airspeed warning was checked. Auto brakes. Disregard. It's off.
Should be off.
Yeah, it is off. Yeah. Then we got body gear steering.
Armed.
Anti-skid.
On.
Autopilot flight director.
Are okay and set.
So Caesar. Takeoff warning.
Yes. Takeoff warning.
Yeah. Remember? Thrust levers.
Come on,
Switch underneath here.
No thrust levers.
Thrust levers all the way forward.
Oh, thrust levers. That's right. All right.
You questioned us. It was so funny. There we go. You're like at the gate. Like yeah.
I'm just gonna leave him there. All right.
No. Right. So that's checked. Auto flight annexators.
Climate maintain 6,000, walker 802.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
checked.
I gotta check them on my side.
Yeah,
Checked.
exactly.
Good. Thank you.
GPW's wind shear was checked. Instrument warning.
Los Angeles Center, good morning.
So that's all checked. Instrument source selectors.
Normal.
Yep. Spoilers.
Spoilers are down.
Static selectors.
Normal.
Oxygen mask and regulator.
Okay, and emergency off.
Yeah, so just checking here. This will be test. And there's the on, and this is normal. Yeah, so I've got...
I'm going to go ahead and call the pushback truck.
Yeah. Good. So...
Stand by. Do you guys want AP one?
Yes, please. Yeah, sorry, you called for that.
Captain, your toe's coming.
Yeah.
AP's coming alive
Yeah.
now.
And last thing to check is whether or not we need pushback clearance.
We do not.
Yeah, so we're staying in the yard here.
In the alleys, we don't need clearance at LAX.
But hang on, but behind us, isn't that a taxiway? Or is that the alley? That's what
Standby. That's a good question because I'm not usually parked at this gate.
Can you chaps just confirm the APU's starting for you, please?
Yeah, I can hear it. And
yes, I have RPM running 100%.
Beautiful.
me as well.
So black box, I believe we might have to request pushback onto Kilo.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't usually.
if we don't, then he'll tell us you don't have to, but that's fine. But we'd rather have clearance.
Okay.
Looks like the doors and hatches are closed, so we're ready to connect.
So let me find
Chaps, when you're ready, we can go ahead and disconnect the ground power as well. We are running on APU.
Okay.
disconnecting.
Direct ocean
Disconnected.
side VOR, resume on nav.
Disconnected.
So the question is, do I contact west ground or from here?
We're on south ground 12175.
12175 it is.
Oh, no, I'm sorry again, black box. We might. I don't think we're on west. I see what you're talking about. I don't think we're on west.
Yeah, so south.
I think we're. Yeah, I think we're still part of south.
Okay. We'll just try. Hey, Toto. Toto says it is a clear. It's moved there. It doesn't clearance. All right.
Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Right, just gonna clear it. So.
721, that's a Sierra, we have the field inside.
Number 721.
Yeah, the alleys don't usually require clearance, but we're on the complete west side, so it looks like we'll push back onto Kilo. So yeah.
I'll get the clearance.
Sierra.
LA ground. Good afternoon. United 711 is at stand 156 and requesting pushback, please, onto Kilo.
United 711 Heavy Los Angeles ground. Good afternoon. Squawk normal.
Roger. Hold on. That's on TA.
United
That's
711 Heavy. Thank you. Push on the Kilo face south.
push onto Kilo face south. United 711. There we go. Got the clearance. Beacon is going on.
Okay. And let's push back.
Here comes the pushback.
Number
Line 'em up.
721 Delta Sierra, contact Las Vegas Tower,
Here we go.
118.75.
118
Here we go. Right, so whenever for the engines, I guess. Ready back here for engine start.
Proceed.
Ground TBM 55 Mike Echo, millionaire information.
Good.
Ready to taxi.
So the flight engineer does everything he needs to do.
55 Mike Echo, Yuma ground. Runway 35.
SimCaesar, just a real quick one. Murray says that he sees birds.
Position with power.
Alright.
Who's doing the start? Are we doing it like yesterday or?
Yeah, like yesterday. So SimCaesar calls for the engine to be started, and I'll put the. So I've got start valve armed.
Okay. Ready to start 4?
Yeah, ready.
Las Vegas Tower, November
Proceed.
721, Delta Sierra is on the
Number 4.
Down, black
I think
down,
yeah,
Yeah, there we go.
there you go.
Number 721 Delta Sierra, Las Vegas
Start
Tower,
valve open.
runway 1 left.
And rise on N2 for engine 4.
Runway 1 left, clear to land, 721 Delta Sierra.
All pressures coming alive, and we are 20% N2 for engine 4.
Fuel on.
Yep.
4.
EGT rise. N1 is rising.
And looking like hopefully a good start. And we've got a good start for 4.
Start valve is closed.
Okay, start 3.
Start valve 3 open.
N2 rising for engine 3, and engine 4 is stable.
Thank you.
And 20% N2 for 3.
Okay, fuel on engine 3.
Light up, EGT. N1 rising.
And good start for 3.
Yeah, Wilfried, I hope so too. And Best Danny, hello, welcome.
And engine 3 is stable.
Yes, start valve closed.
Okay, start 2.
Number 2, start valve open.
And N2 for 2 is good. And 20% engine 2.
Engine 2, fuel on.
EGT rise.
There she goes. I love it when you put the fuel on, you just see all the needles just come to life.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I'm trying to contain myself right now, but this is
good
so
start for 2,
fun and exciting for me.
It's so
Start
cool.
valve closed.
It's real. As soon as we started pushing back, I just
Engine 2 is stable.
Yeah, start valve closed.
Okay. It's not realistic of me to say that. They probably don't do that on real flight decks, but for me, this is amazing.
Yeah. Ready for 1.
Okay, start 1.
Number 1, start valve open.
And 2 rising for 1. Black box,
Just
not
about
black
down
box.
here, go ahead and set your parking brake.
Sim, if I got into a plane and I heard the captain going, well, this is exciting for me, I'm a bit concerned.
No, you should be happy. Thanks always for that. Yeah, the sounds are better now. Thank you.
And 20% for engine 1.
Engine 1, fuel on.
EGT rise.
Tango Charlie, Los Angeles Center radar contact. Climb and maintain 14,000.
Yeah, I'm trying to be as professional as possible, you know.
You're doing a good job. All good.
We got a good
Thank
start
you.
for 1 as well.
Yeah, start valve closed.
I've literally just sat here for the best part of an hour just chatting with everyone. It's been great.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Right, after start lows.
After start checklist. Oh,
And
flows, I'm sorry.
engine 1
Okay.
is stable.
Thank you much. So it was a flaps 10 takeoff. And I would be ready for a flight control check, Caesar.
Okay. Full back.
Lined up and ready for
Yep.
departure, runway 35.
Full down. Oh, it's full up now, sorry, full up.
Okay. Full forward.
Yep, full down.
35, clear for
Neutral.
Full left.
takeoff. 5 on Mike Echo.
Full left checked.
Full right.
Full right checked. Neutral.
Okay, stick neutral. Full left rudder.
And we're disconnected. Signal and
checked.
pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Full right rudder.
Full right checked.
Rudder neutral.
Neutral. And ready for checklist.
After start checklist.
After start checklist. Flight recorder.
On.
Start switches.
Are off.
Beacon lights.
Beacon is on.
Brake pressure.
Brake
on my side.
pressure.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
It's checked. Start.
Okay.
Start levers.
Start levers are idle detent.
And engine anti-ice.
Not required.
All right.
Electrical panel on my end is checked. Pack valves are open. Door warning lights are out, and hydraulic panel is checked and set.
Roger. Taxi clearance.
And is the ground equipment removed for both of you?
Yeah, it is. We need to check that. Let me just check mine. Oh, look at that. Mine's gone too.
Yeah, perfect.
Hey.
Goodbye.
Excellent.
I still have pushback bottom left though. Black box, do you have that?
Hang on. Hold on. Let me just because I set show control transfer. No, it's all good. So no more.
Oh yeah, mine's literally just switched over to say now SimCaesar's got it. Beautiful.
Okay.
Oh wow,
That
that's
works.
awesome.
Excellent. Good. Taxi clearance.
Ready for taxi clearance.
Server 55 Mike Echo, contact departure. Or departure from Mike, thanks.
Early ground. United 711 requesting taxi, please.
United 711 Heavy, runway 25 right, taxi via Kilo Bravo.
Kilo Bravo, United 711 Heavy. Thank you.
United 711
Well, at
Heavy,
least
confirm
one of us
runway
is
7,
trying to
runway
be
25 right.
professional.
25 right, Dave, United 711 Heavy.
Human departure, TBM 55 Mike Echo, 4,600
So,
for
right, so it's
5,000.
clear. Actually, do I say heavy every time?
Server 55 Mike Echo, human departure, ready
I
for
believe
contact,
so.
and maintain flight level 230.
Sorry?
Once you get to, you say heavy every time except with center. With center, you don't say heavy, but all other frequencies you say heavy.
Okay. So, Caesar, second to the left.
For 6005 Echo, LA ground. Good afternoon, runway 25 left.
And
taxi via
Mr.
Alpha
Captain, are we doing a packs off takeoff? Is that?
Yes, packs off, takeoff.
Packs off takeoff. Round up.
Okay, so that's interesting. So it says heavy every time approach and under. So once you are above approach radar, then you don't need to say heavy anymore. That's cool. All right. There she is. What a beauty. Oh, loving this. I don't know if you guys, but for me, I just really enjoy this. This is so cool.
It is amazing. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, SimCaesar, we're racing the ground staff again on our left. We're being beaten by a baggage loader right now.
What do you
The
mean?
problem with being in the left seat is I can't jump out to the external views when we're moving around.
Yeah,
I feel like I have to focus straight ahead.
Yeah, you focus, please. I don't want to go.
Yes, okay. But what I want to do is go to the flyby view and watch this huge thing taxi by, you know. But I'll focus on what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Yeah, I'll give the viewers a little bit of a view here. Yeah, Captain Lee, you can be. It's wonderful. What an experience. Good. Taxi checklist, gentlemen.
Taxi checklist.
Flaps and runway. So flaps. Let's just say flaps.
Flaps 10, and there's a green light.
Checked. Stabilizer trim.
Set.
Yeah. 4.1 set. Probe heat.
Probe heat is on.
Flag controls.
Free and correct.
Yaw damper.
Walker 802, shore, maintain 8,000.
Good question. Where's the indication?
I forget where that switch is.
And we'll go direct descent to Catalina VOR, Walker 802.
Could someone knows where the yaw damper switch is? Is it on the flight engineer
Oh, that's,
panel?
oh no, that's on the opposite.
Oh no,
left-hand
it's
side.
overhead. It's overhead.
Yeah, so that's all normal.
It's overhead,
Yeah,
okay.
it's engaged.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Checked. Seatbelts and shoulder harness.
Seatbelts and shoulder harnesses are on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Engineer?
So APU's off, fuel heats are off as well. The gross weight and everything is set and checked. Flight engineer and pilot panels, I would assume, checked. Aft cargo heat is checked and normal, and my seatbelt and shoulder harness is checked too.
Thank you. That's the tech check is complete. Question was wet or dry takeoff?
It is a dry, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've set dry. Yeah, I set dry.
Cool. Good. So next list will be then before takeoff. Now, question with LA is, do we need to switch over to tower? Or
You mean, do we need a handoff?
yeah, well,
I
mean,
don't believe so.
Well, regarding the holding point, wasn't there a holding point somewhere that we're not supposed to
I don't believe so.
go over? Okay.
You mean like an ILS hold line?
Yeah, because we're doing full length, correct? Or you're doing via Foxtrot?
Full length.
Okay, full length. Yeah, this is Mr. X. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, black box. I remember as well. This with the body gear steering, you need to actually line up, then go forward about 20 feet, so then you disengage it. So.
All right, cool. You just tell me when I can disengage the.
721 Delta Sierra is leaving.
So south would be
runway
120.95. Let's
for signature.
pre-select that. 120.
721 Delta Sierra, Roger, exit left at Sierra Hotel to parking.
So that's the cool thing. So SimCaesar can really concentrate on
Sierra,
taxiing. I'm
Sierra
doing the
to parking,
comms
monitor
as
ground.
pilot monitoring.
721 Delta Sierra.
So I'm just going to wait until we reach the end of the runway.
721 Sierra pass for the I-5.
Deem E going crazy? Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I mean, it is simulating
I
things.
see that.
Yeah. But sometimes it is, maybe, I don't know. Some
I
calculation
think
issue.
ground effect has it on it. As soon as I've noticed that before with the DME, and as soon as you get in the air and away from any terrain or anything of the sort, it goes back to normality.
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
Right,
Right, I'm going to switch to tower. Shall we do... No, before takeoff we'll do on the runway, correct?
2462, Flight takeoff.
Walker 169, contact LA Center 126.3.
Before takeoff on the runway?
Yeah, because of the body gear steering disarm. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm going to put everything to flight start now regarding ignitions. And I'll call the tower once you're ready.
Okay, I am ready.
Los Angeles Tower, good afternoon. United 711 Heavy is holding short 25 right.
November 55, Echo, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain, level 240.
This is X-Plane 11.
United 711 Heavy, Los Angeles Tower, rudder, my 25 right, line up and away.
Land up way 25 right, United 711 Heavy. So I'm going to pre-dial 125.2 for the departure. There it is. Look at that.
Walker 169, Los Angeles Center. Verify they're sending via the Ruby 3, the Ontario altimeter 3032.
Okay. So just a
Here we go,
lineup.
chaps.
Wow. Oh, this is exciting. It's so cool.
I'm going to give my my guys a nice wing view, so I don't have to
Yeah.
do a lot until we get in the air.
Yeah, roger that.
United
It's so hard
711
to
Heavy,
line
my
up.
25 right, clear for takeoff.
25 right, clear takeoff, United 711 Heavy. Right. Checklist.
Before takeoff checklist.
Body gear steering is disarmed. So, before takeoff, synchronization is checked, cabin alert is checked, transponder is checked, ignition.
Over 6005 Echo, contact
Ignitions are on.
departure.
Flight start,
Alright,
body gear
departure,
steering
November
disarmed,
6005
engineer.
Echo, thanks, we'll see ya.
Pack valves are closed, pressure is set to auto, fuel boost pumps are on, and cross feed valves are checked.
Check. Clear for
Circle
takeoff.
departure, November 6005 Echo,
Ready.
2000 climbing 5000 on the Orca. November 6005 Echo, SoCal departure, radar contact. Thank you.
Right, so yes, thrust set. 80 knots.
November 05 Echo, climb and maintain 13,000. Climb and maintain 13,000, 05 Echo.
B1,
Rotate.
rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Left-hand direct cliff, join the departure plan, base set,
Wow.
6005 Echo. United 711, head contact departure.
Departure, United 711 Heavy, bye.
Bye.
Right.
And if you can let me know about that radial.
Yep. Cycle departure, good afternoon. United 711 Heavy is on the Sabre 3 departure, except climbing 5,000.
United 711 Heavy, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 8,000.
Climb maintain 8,000, United 711 Heavy. Crossing now.
Okay.
8,000 set. Heading 221.
221.
Walker 802, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
128.1, Walker 802.
Sim, just call out when you want.
Okay, yeah, climb EPR mode.
Climb EPR
Or
mode,
auto
yes.
throttle mode, excuse me. And
SoCal approach
flaps 5.
8,000, direct descent to Catalina View 1.
Speed checked.
Walker
Flaps 5.
802, SoCal approach Ontario, correction, John Wayne, altimeter 3032.
32, Walker 802.
November 6005 Echo, contact Los Angeles Center 125.27. 25276005 Echo, thanks, bye-bye. Bye.
And can I get speed mode on the auto throttle?
Speed mode has been selected.
Flaps R5.
Okay, autopilot's on.
November 6005 Echo, Los Angeles Center, clear at Keg. United 711 Heavy, turn left heading 160.
Left heading 160, United 711 Heavy.
Flaps up.
Speed is checked. Flaps up.
After takeoff checklist.
I'm going to wait until the flaps are retracted, stand by.
Okay.
Sim, would it be easier
Yes.
for you to me if you want to call out set speed in the auto throttle speed, and I can change the dial for you? Would that be easier for you or while you fly?
That wouldn't be easier. Is that?
That's fine.
Does it, okay.
That's absolutely fine. I don't
2,000 feet to go.
That was all.
Right, ready for checklist.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff, gear lever.
711 Heavy, contact SoCal departure 127.4.
Gear lever off.
127.4, United 711 Heavy. Hang on, just need frequency change here.
November 05 Echo, contact Los Angeles Center 133.2.
SoCal, good afternoon. United 711 Heavy is heading 160, passing 7,300.
United 711 Heavy, SoCal departure, climb and maintain 17,000.
Climb maintain 17,000, United 711 Heavy. Right, that's
Hello, November 6005
Okay, that's fine.
Echo,
Yeah,
takeoff
pilot.
into
since the autopilot is on, you're going to have to...
305.
I didn't hear Pilot Edge that time. I didn't hear the
Los Angeles
ATC.
Center, climb and maintain level 390.
But you hear it now?
And maintain 390, November 6005 Echo, thank you.
I don't
November
hear the
just
ATC anymore.
curious, you said you were level at 19, but I think you were given climb via SID, so you should have been going up to 230, correct?
Okay, that's weird.
Sorry, yes, I'm mistake. We're leveling 19 for the crossing.
'Cause I can hear the ATC all the time
We are
now.
climbing via the Orky. Well, we were climbing.
Yeah,
I don't hear any ATC at all.
You know, I
The
think you're
volumes
right.
are up. What frequency
Hang on.
are you currently on?
Shall I...
Walker 169 contact.
Let me just
SoCal
put that
approach
on the other side for
135.4.
you. Maybe that's the reason.
4, Walker
Oh, wait. Let me try putting the volume up on your side.
Oh, that could be the reason, yeah. So...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
SoCal approach to Walker 169.
Let me see. I still don't hear anything. Let me know when he transmits.
It does, there is...
Ruby 3. We have
Okay, I don't hear anything.
the RNF Zulu 2 left from flighter.
But you hear my readback, correct?
Thank you for golf.
I heard your readback, yeah, but I didn't hear it. I don't hear the ATC
Great,
anymore.
how are
Clear RNF
you?
Zulu 2 left, Walker 169.
How are you?
Pilot Edge?
All right. Passing 10,000.
Okay, passing 10,000. Okay, so we can put one now. And I can put on the trim rack.
So checklist
What
was...
frequent? What?
Yeah, sorry, can we go to the checklist first?
go ahead.
Yeah, so landing
Yes.
lights and logo lights.
Landing lights are on. Logo light is off. I mean, landing lights are off. Excuse me. Logo light is off.
All right, seatbelts.
United 711 Heavy.
Seat belts, you can turn those off.
On navigation.
Back to Seal Beach, O navigation, United 711 Heavy. Right, so back to Seal Beach, O navigation.
Okay.
And pack valves are open and fuel heats are set to auto back here too.
Thank you much. Wow, a lot of things to do, right? Big
I was
shout out,
busy.
big thank you to Huron Texas Racing.
It's a
Thank you for
handful with three
$10.
of us, but when you're doing solo single pilot, it's really, especially on departure, it can get a bit overwhelming.
You sure it was 1-7-4?
Did we complete the after takeoff checklist?
Yeah, except for the.
I guess we did, sir. We did.
Yeah,
Okay.
except for the
I'm a little concerned about the
seatbelts. So except for the seatbelts, I think that's the last thing we lost.
Okay. Seatbelts are off.
Right. So Toto said it was 1-7-4. I thought it was 3-4, but I mean he's receiving us, so.
Yeah, it's 711.
And you can hear him. What frequency are you on?
5.27
Okay.
today.
125.27 today, United 711 Heavy. 12527.
So is this on the receiver? Do I click on the Western US now? Right? Are we going there?
Not yet.
Not yet. Still on the radar. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So maybe JSnap can help, or anybody got an idea why SimCaesar won't be hearing ATC anymore right now? Is there anything, any switches we could use? Sender, good afternoon. United 711 Heavy is passing 15,000, climbing 17,000.
United 711 Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Climb maintain level 230, United 711.
Okay, I hear him again.
Oh,
CT might contact,
fantastic.
correction contact SoCal for 26.7.
So I don't know what
Maybe,
happened there.
I guess maybe Toto's right. Maybe I put in the wrong frequency. It was 1274 and I put it 1234. But for some reason, I was still hearing him and you weren't. So maybe that was the reason.
Okay.
But we fixed it now that we got the right frequency again. It's all fine.
And can I get EPR climb mode or EPR on the auto throttle mode? Thank you.
Ah, beautiful. Wow.
All right,
Sorry, I was
doing
muted,
good.
Dad. So,
Number 66 CT Mike, SoCal for Ontario.
so many voices going on right now. It's insane, isn't it?
3046.
What? As soon as we got airborne, that DME squiggle went away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it must have been blocked by terrain or something.
Well, what Toto
I mean, there's
said,
some beautiful
Toto said is
stuff there.
they are simulating it. So
Number 858 Tango Charlie, contact Los Angeles Center 126.35.
apparently it's a normal behavior on the ground. So he says it was radio interference, and so it's using a lib radio to simulate signal propagation.
Isn't Toto
Passing
Rico the
18,000,
one?
by the way, chaps.
Yeah, thank you much
Okay.
for the call. Sadly
Isn't
standard.
Toto Rico the one that programmed that lib radio?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Right, I've got standard set, passing
Standard set.
187 now.
Yep, exactly the same.
Yep, and the same on my end as well.
Right,
United 711, contact Los
Hang on.
Angeles Center 133.2.
133.2, United 711 Heavy. 133.2.
I see 132.2.
133.2.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, there we are.
Yeah,
All right.
from my side, I've got to hit the spots.
Okay.
Alexander, good afternoon. United 711 Heavy. We're passing flight level 199, climbing 230.
United 711 Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Climb maintain level 330, United 711 Heavy. All right, 330.
This is so much fun.
Tim, I was literally
There's a
just
lot.
saying that to my chat. The fact that I'm getting to do this with you two is just absolutely amazing. I'm loving this.
This is
so
a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just, the immersion is unreal. It's just so exciting.
It really is. And,
It's so, even though that like there's three of us like sharing the load, so to speak, it's still absolutely chaotic.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's 1 minute it's just like, okay, it's like just before we start taxing and stuff, and I'm like, I'm just sat there having a chat with my chat and everything, and then, okay, I have things to do.
Yeah.
It's just like,
And the thing is, now what you realize is that there's some complications coming in being in a 3-man environment, meaning, you've got to have radio kind of etiquette, communication etiquette. You've got to listen in, all right, regarding, is there a radio call right now, or are they actually busy up front, because you've got your items, and so you've got to have a look, are they busy talking about something important right now, or can I jump in and say, hey guys, show me this and this. So this is all about crew resource management and communication style, and that just opens up that new door with this shared flight.
Absolutely.
And Black Box, if you want to do a flyby view, it's absolutely gorgeous right now.
Yeah. I'm just going to do the following. So if I switched my side to INS while you have yours on radio still, so you're tracking the radial from Seal Beach to Sebi right now.
Yes.
And then by Sebi, we're going to intercept the 034 towards Daggett. So shall I put Daggett on my side?
Yes. Yeah, please. Sorry, I should have told you that. I also am thinking I'll try putting on the INS for guidance on my side when we get to Sebi and compare what it says to the 034 degree radial into, because theoretically if it takes us directly to Daggett, if the first waypoint in the SIVA takes us directly to Daggett, that should match up with the 034 degree radial if we do it exactly at Sebi, isn't that?
Exactly. So what I should do is pitch.
I'm getting a huge stutter. I'm getting a huge stutter.
Okay.
No, I crashed to dust.
No. Oh no. Hang on.
I can't believe it.
Can I get
right?
controls?
Okay. So you are pilot flying now, Black Box.
Automatically, or
it should? No, you would be. But if Sim, do you want to jump back in and then start your sim with engines running? And then we'll go through the process that way, okay?
Right, I've control. I try to get controls here. Let me just see if I got shared flight.
Yeah, so I see you have controls, Black Box.
Okay, so doing a stall procedure.
Oh god. The second you said
desktop.
that, I just heard the autopilot just disconnect.
All right, hang on. Let me just see shared flight.
Terrifying.
I don't see. The thing is, the problem I have is I don't see if I really have controls.
You do,
Okay.
because it tells me that you do.
Okay.
So that's fine. So what
Yeah,
we'll
okay,
do is
I do
when,
have controls. Yeah, okay, my controls. Okay, got control.
Yeah, your controls. And then when Sim's back into the sim, I'll talk you through it, Sim. No problem, it's all good.
Okay. Let me save my log file here in case I can
right.
check that
so,
later.
Yeah, one thing I can see on my dial on the autopilot panel, that vertical speed.
Mine's doing exactly the same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Just a note to everyone as well. Remember, guys, shared flight is massively in beta.
Yeah.
So expect these sort of things to happen.
It's a shame because yesterday we had no issues whatsoever.
Yeah. Absolutely. Sod's law is what it's called.
All right, so we're going to climb 230. The only thing I've got is I don't have a trim switch because I'm using the joystick from the A320 right now.
That's amazing. Trim should be. Wait, we're off autopilot. Stand by.
Yeah. Hang on, let me just try. No, not A, not A. Let me try B.
There we go.
Because of mine, because my side, I have control. So. Okay.
Right, we're back on autopilot. My V-speed wheel has stopped doing things.
Okay, so I'm tracking now that.
Black Box, put on altitude select as well, because that comes off automatically.
Good. All right. Whew.
And we were cleared up to 330. Is that what the autopilot?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Still
How will this
climbs
work with me? Because I was hosting the shared flight. So how
it
will this work with
automatically
me
passes over to another person in the crew.
Okay. Okay.
So theoretically, the way to see this then is as long as there's a crew member still in the aircraft, it's like an autosave for the person that got crashed.
Okay.
In a way.
I was expecting a call from Pilot Edge controller asking guys, what are you up to?
We may have
fell out the plane.
from,
Bear with us.
We may have disappeared from his scope because I was the one that was connected to Pilot Edge as the primary. But I did put in the remarks that we were doing shared flight, so that they probably realized that,
So
I'm loading in right now.
okay, so the idea is that because I can still hear the controller. Let me just see. Let me just contact him in a minute.
Yeah, he may not be able to see us, is what I'm thinking.
Okay. All right.
But he might say radar contact lost if that was the case. I don't know. He might be watching the
let-
stream and know what's going on.
Let me ask him. LA Center from United 711 Heavy.
United 711.
Yeah, we just had some issue regarding the shared flight. Do you still have us on your radar scope?
United 711 negative. You were I lost radar contact with you about 50 miles southwest of Daggett.
Okay, so the peer's trying to reconnect, and I can still hear you, so hopefully we can establish normal procedures in a minute. I'll give you a call.
Yeah, I'll just need the primary.
Okay, I joined as a passenger.
Yeah, so I will. Right, so what we're going to do is I am going to make you crew in a second, but what I want you to do first, Sim. Actually, no, it goes this way, doesn't it? So I'm going to make you as crew. Oh, you're already on as crew.
Yeah,
Black Box, did you do that?
Yeah, sorry, I promoted him to crew.
Ah, right. Okay, so Sim, what you need to do is your gear down for starters.
Okay.
What
What is happening on my screen is incredibly bizarre.
Right. Yeah. Right. So bear with me a second.
Okay,
So is your gear down?
My gear is down.
Okay. So Black Box, cycle the gear for him.
Yeah.
So literally just press G twice,
Okay.
and it should be fine. There we go.
Okay.
So and then your gear should be coming up now, Sim.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me.
Okay.
Tell me when it's up. All right.
November 57 Mike Lima, runway 30 right, taxi via Alpha Bravo.
Right, 1,000 feet to go.
Okay, everything is moving in slow motion on my screen. Okay. Yes, gear is up.
Okay. So Sim, what you need to do is go to plugins, go to shared flight, and hit pause sync transmit. Now look at Black Box's screen.
Flight. Okay, I know where that is.
Look at Black Box's stream or mine, doesn't matter. And then what you need to do is set all your settings exactly the same as ours, and then resync.
Okay. So all the settings. I'm frozen. I'm not paused, but I'm like frozen in the air, not moving.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So settings. So you mean?
So the MCP and everything. So make sure all the settings, like the auto throttle and all that set. By the way, on my screen, we're up at 40,000 feet.
All of my settings are identical to what they were before I crashed.
Okay, beautiful. Now check your trim. Level off your trim because your trim may be different to mine and Black Box's. Mine's all the way forward. I don't know what Black Box's is showing.
Mine is all the way forward.
Yeah, because you're going to take command again in a second. So if you take command now, we're just going to nosedive. So set your trim like somewhere in the middle.
Springs altimeter 3046.
Okay.
I learned a lot in the flight doing the shared flight in this aircraft going down to Rome. we had a bit of an experience.
Okay.
What's happening is that I'm frozen in midair, but all of the
you will take control again in a second. When
contrails are like going in front of the aircraft, so I'm getting like 2 frames per second.
As soon as you hit yoke, take yoke, me and Black Box are going to have a bit of a wobble, but we should be hopefully fine.
Okay, should I resync first or just take
first,
the yoke?
Resync first, then take the yoke.
Right. Just wondering if I should, to protect my viewers, if I should go to...
Right, brace.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there we go.
we're like going backwards.
Okay, we should hopefully be good. So autopilot needs to go back on.
Okay, autopilot's going back on.
We're on command A on autopilot. Auto throttle is
vertical speed mode
on.
Engaged.
So now we just kind of go back to where we were.
That was... I have to admit, that's the first time I flew backwards in a 747.
About Mach 3, would you say?
Yeah. At least, yeah.
Holy smokes.
So, chaps, we should hopefully be back where we are. So I'm showing 27,700 now.
Checked.
And yeah,
yes.
so we should be good. We should be good.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
All right.
What does the fuel panel read?
That's what I was about to say. Check next. Okay. So the fuel panel for me. So the gross weight is 258.8, and the fuel is 28.5.
I've got
Okay,
25. Yeah. I've got 259.1 and 28.8.
I have
So
83.
you have. Yeah. Sim.
83
So
kilograms of fuel.
what you need to do, Sim, is unsync again.
Okay, unsync again. All right.
Go into your tablet.
Sure, flight.
Number 662,
Pause
line
sync
taxi
transfer.
departing via
Okay,
Echo
go into
Line.
the tablet.
Go to the tablet. Go to fast load.
Fast load. Okay.
Total fuel put in 28,000.
28,000 kg. Okay.
Yep. And then the gross weight, so the payload. So change your gross weight
Number
to
57 Mike Wayland, Bakersfield
256.
Tower, make a right
Sorry.
down on
Yeah,
departure, runway 30, clear to take
258
off.
if you can, if not 260.
Okay. I can only do by 100,000, so I can go 250,000, 260,000.
260. Go 260.
Okay.
And then hit right.
Yeah, Ted Barker.
to
Yeah,
sim.
normal ops.
Okay.
Right. In the meantime, while
into
they
sim, let me go
are
down to
figuring
fuel.
out
Then resync again.
to resync.
Okay, now I got 27.9 on the
big
fuel.
shout
and I'll
outs
go
Yeah,
ahead and
that's
resync.
fine.
All right,
Yeah,
brace
that's
yourselves.
fine. No, that's it. That's it.
Torbinator,
We're
thank
good
you so
now.
much
We're
for
gonna have
subscribing.
yeet it back
Taj
into
Guy,
stream.
thank you much as well.
All right.
There we go. We're back in it. So that's so
Oh.
after crash the desktop checklist is complete.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Yeah, glad you're so proficient on that because I would not have known what to do.
The flight that I did in this aircraft with a full crew going down to Rome, I had a few crash the desktops in the left seat. We learned a lot that day.
Walker
Wow.
169,
You know what? You
Roger.
need to put that down maybe
You wanna
on
remain
a
the
little
tower, or do you
file
want vectors back
so that
around
people
for
can,
another visual instrument?
do the same thing.
I think it is actually. It might
Walker
be in the notes.
169,
I don't know if
left traffic, runway 2 left, runway 2 left, clear to land.
Right.
Or Delta.
Cool.
This plane still needs to have the NOTAMs updated.
Number 85,
Okay,
Charlie,
okay.
cross the
Also, a
Palm
lot of
Springs,
these
VR at
problems
10,
should go away once
Palm
we
Springs,
get a chance to work with
3046.
Felis more, and the
Yeah.
fuel and payload and whatnot will sync on
Excellent.
that.
Hey, QB.
Sweet. So we should be back on it. lads.
Yeah. So, Caesar,
Yes.
Number 8, Tango
now the
Charlie,
question is
altimeter
regarding
304.
setting pilot edge.
It just rejoined. So I'm sorry, I missed it. Did he say if we were if he was still
Well,
picking up our
no,
position?
no. So we lost contact, although I could still talk to
Okay.
him. Now I'm not sure exactly what he said regarding reconnection. What the procedure would be if we need a different squawk or something.
Okay, I just reconnected to Pilot Edge, so they should be seeing me now.
Okay, let me just contact him. Listen again from United 711 Heavy.
So he
Hang
said
on.
that we can reconnect.
Hang on.
United 711.
Yeah, so we reconnected, passing level 300 right now. Do you have us on the scope?
United 711, ident.
Stand by. How do I dent here? Hang on. I don't know how to ident on that setting. Hold on.
There's the
Oh, yeah, there
button
is.
is right there on the
Oh, yeah.
transponder. Yeah.
November 57 Mike Lima, Bakersfield
Lol.
departure radar contact. United 711, radar contact 20 miles south of the Victorville VOR.
That is confirmed. Thank you, United 711 Heavy. Right, we're back. Woo!
Now, where are we? Let me see. We're 37 miles from Daggett, and we should be coming in on the 034.
Yeah.
And I've got another problem that I will address here in just a second.
All right, so
Okay.
on
Okay,
my
this looks okay.
Yeah,
oh,
my side looks
034. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be okay. Okay, now I've got another problem. My main gear doors are stuck open.
So if you go gear up,
Yeah, so put the
that
lever.
should- yeah, pull the lever up, and then
Okay.
have a look outside, and then
There they go.
hopefully-
There they go.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, there we go.
And then just put it to off once they're
Put it
up
to
for
off.
you.
Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. I also feel like we should be going faster and climbing better.
Well, the problem is, I guess, since I don't know, we kind of dropped down on the speed, so we're pretty much either at the power curve or or behind it. So
Okay.
Well, I'll recycle EPR mode. Let me just do this. So EPR mode has been recycled. Auto throttle is back on as well. So speed is coming up just slowly.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Yeah.
What's your power settings, Caesar, on the EPR gauge?
I've got I do have EPR mode and climb mode.
No, I mean
set.
the readings on the engine instruments.
Okay, so EPR is 157.5.
Yeah, exactly.
They're maxed out.
Exactly.
Okay.
Have the same. Yeah, no worries. So the speed will
Hopefully
come
this
back.
doesn't
Yeah.
happen again.
Alrighty. Woo.
I appreciate you guys doing this for me. Motosuwa, you're a lifesaver.
Yeah, really, absolutely. Yeah.
I can also check off on my tick list, on my bucket list, sorry, that I've been shushed by black box. That has been clipped, I think.
So you thought you're gonna have a nice, quiet evening. Well, think again, right? Thank you so much. That's cool. Man, I would not have known what to do. Right, that means let me have a look at the INS.
Las Vegas VOR or go somewhere else that works for you.
So there was a way. So if I go waypoint change, let me first go to INS. So obviously now we're off routing because it's drawing a line from Los Angeles Airport to the first waypoint, which is Daggett. So if I go waypoint change 01, insert, look at that, how my needles are now centered. So that's kind of a direct to Daggett.
Number 6005 Echo, contact LA Center 124.0.
So
2462.
if you want, Caesar, I can do the same on your side, or you could do the same for you.
Okay, give me just a second here.
Hello, November 6005 Echo, level 390.
All right, chaps, I'm just going to run to the loo real quick.
Yeah,
I'll be
sure.
right back in a second.
Roger.
For 6005 Echo.
So, okay, on my side, I'm showing me direct to Daggett, heading of 035.
Okay.
On
So
your side, it looks like direct to Daggett is a different heading.
Northeast on the 030 radial.
well, it may
See what
be.
I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. Just what we'll do. We're going to go to INS mode, and we'll see how it goes. All right. So on your switch there, radio INS. Put that to INS.
Okay.
There we go. So
Okay.
then on your SIVA, go to waypoint change. Yeah, Fernandez, exactly. Yeah, then select 01 and insert. And look at that. Now it's centered your needle. Now put the autopilot to INS.
Okay, my point was black box.
No, I'll tell you about. I'll explain this to you why. Okay, just put the. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So you'll see now we've got NAF mode selected.
Yes.
So we'll see if there's anything really crazy. Then we'll see. Then it's turning. Well, it shouldn't be turning right.
It's pointing that.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say was that it's telling me that to get to Daggett is 20 degrees off from what the VOR was telling me.
No, it should. That's weird.
Hey, I'm back.
Yeah, it should not have done that.
I wonder, did the INS waypoints sync up?
Oh, I think that might be it.
Yeah.
I don't think they. Yeah, you're gonna have to kind of speak. You may have to redo some of the INS stuff.
Yeah.
Did you put
Chef-
autopilot in heading
Yeah,
mode?
sorry, I did because we did turn. Sorry,
Okay,
I'm just reading chat here. Okay, so yeah, you continue with heading mode for now, Caesar, and put your switch to radio again.
Okay.
I can give you the approach from a 6. Paradise is on your route, so that would work.
There we go.
best.
So yeah, you go back to normal navigation like you did before.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that was an issue with this resynchronization, because what we did was we put a direct to Daggett. Oh, we need to go to speed mode, by the way, guys. Or Mac mode.
I was going to wait till we're at Mach 0.85 and ask Motosuwa to put
Yeah.
it into Mach hold.
Yeah. Yeah, but just...
Yeah, well, whenever you're ready, my dude.
Okay.
I'm going to go to cruise mode now, though, okay? So because we're still
Okay.
on climb. Ready for Mac mode whenever you're ready.
Okay. Is it a better procedure to put it in speed mode and
No, Mac mode.
use that till
No,
we get
no,
there?
Mac.
Okay.
No, yeah, no.
Okay. And Motosuwa, if you can see the mock
Hey, Conti, welcome.
indicator, if you can go ahead and engage it at 0.85.
0.85.
Yes. No, so yeah, so Jason, I'm pretty sure that because I watched the video today. So putting in waypoint change 01, that means direct to waypoint 1 from present position, and it did synchronize the track, so we were right on track. What shouldn't have happened, in my opinion, is when SimCaesar went to INS mode, the needles were centered, so there was no need for the aircraft to turn, really. And I just guess that was because of the desynchronization that we had.
Walker 290, just to confirm you said eastbound departure.
But that's fine. We'll just continue using the VOR radials.
Yeah, my needles weren't centered, so you were seeing something different than I was. And that's,
Yeah.
Mine is centered now. Are yours centered
Yeah.
now for all of you guys?
If I go to nav, they're not. It's putting me. It wants me to make a big turn.
Yeah,
But
they're not now when you go to nav. By the way, Macron is engaged at
Thank you.
0.85.
Caesar, can you do me a favor when you find a time?
yes.
Can you have a look and read out the coordinates you read on your receiver?
Okay. Stand by, because we're right on top of the station
Yeah.
here. I just want to make our turn to the next to the airway.
Should be 03.
Walker 169, cross runway 2 right at Kilo.
Okay. Looking at my SIVA. Let me see. So it should be the selector should be in which mode? Waypoint?
Yeah.
It's all zeros.
Okay. That's why. So that's why it didn't. Because on my screen, if I look at your receiver, it's selected waypoint, and it's going from 1 to 2.
Mine's okay. Let me see. So, so what do I do? I put. How do I select from 1 to 2?
No. If you look at my stream, then you'll see what I'm seeing, and then you can
Okay.
can
Oh,
compare.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why it's probably showing different. Okay. Well, the thing is, so Turbinator, the problem is, I'm not sure if Caesar actually has coordinates stored.
I do not. I just put the
Yeah.
waypoint change 1 to 2 in there, and it's all zeros for me.
Yeah.
So I could. I don't think we need to pause syncing to do this, but if you wanted to, for example, put from Las Vegas to Nora, and then Nora to Milford, we have time to try to get the SIVA working again. If you want to try that.
Well, what we could do, I guess, is because it's no point for me to enter data in your receiver. I guess it would make more sense if you programmed the second waypoint now. So just to say where we are right now, so we've passed waypoint 1, we are inbound to waypoint 2. So on your receiver, it should theoretically say from 1 to 2.
It does.
Okay. Now, on your selector, you have waypoint selected, correct?
Uh-huh.
And the little rotary dial above the waypoint text, what number does it show for you?
The rotary dial above
Yeah.
the waypoint
So if you watch my
text,
stream,
I'm sorry. It says 1.
yeah. And I guess it's all got zeros in the display, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Can you switch to number 2, please?
To the Salt Lake City Airport via right turn
Okay,
direct
switch
Las
to
Vegas, last
2.
to Victory.
How do I do that?
Yeah. No, so it's got a rotary. So if you go mouse hover above that number 1, you can change that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. There we go.
So number 2.
Oh, that's interesting. You
Yep.
guys are changing now, but it's only on 12 for me.
No, it says from 1 to 2. It doesn't say. Well, it says 12 as a number, but it's mean from waypoint.
Oh, I
1.
thought you were changing that. I thought that was the same.
no,
Okay,
no,
sorry,
okay.
sorry, mom's mistake.
So, Caesar, on your receiver, press insert.
Okay. Should insert light up?
Yeah, it should, shouldn't it?
I pressed it and it doesn't
Yeah.
light up. Is my SIVA even aligned?
Well, can you do me? Can you select position on yours? So switch.
Should I quick align the SIVA from the
No.
flight bag?
No.
Okay.
Can you just go put a position? So you rotary to position.
Okay.
So from waypoint. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
What does it read for you in the displays?
351.9, or now just 352.0, and then west is 116.06.
Yeah. That's exactly what I have as well. So that is the current position.
Okay.
So that is
Okay.
correct.
358 Tango Charlie, that's fine.
So go back to waypoint.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we've got waypoint 2 selected. Now, can you do me a favor? Just press insert and then type in number 2, so north, and see if anything happens.
Oh,
There we-
yeah, the insert just lit up.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So, I will read out the. Well, actually, if you look at my screen, my SIVA,
Okay, I see it.
36045. And
And then insert.
yeah.
Okay.
And then,
west.
yeah.
115.094.
Yeah.
And then insert.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
So let's see. We're not going to program anything else right now, just because I want to see if that works. So
Okay.
can you go again on your switch to INS?
Okay.
It is centered, isn't it?
And it's pointing me. It's pointing me in the opposite direction. Was that for Las Vegas?
Okay. No, what we need to do then is the following. Can you type in waypoint change?
Okay.
So click on the waypoint change,
Okay.
and then go 02 insert.
Okay.
And now it should point forward, shouldn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
358 Tango Charlie,
Right,
come in,
so
maintain 1.
let's try again.
Magic.
Let's go INS then on the autopilot panel,
Okay.
and hope that the aircraft doesn't do anything crazy. Yeah, it should correct a little bit to the left. That's correct. That's all fine.
There
Yeah.
we go. Black box, you're a wizard.
Okay.
I'm
Now,
telling you.
now comes the difficult thing. So, now on the rotary above the waypoint text, switch that to number
Okay.
3, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've got zeros on your side, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so on my SIVA, you can see the coordinates for number 3.
United
Okay.
711, contact Los
Yeah.
Angeles Center 124.62.
1 to 4.6. Thanks a lot for the help, United 711.
United 711, let's confirm that's 124.62.
1 to 4.62. Thank you. And that is still LA Center, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Los Angeles Center, good afternoon. United 711 Heavy, maintain level 330.
United 711, Los Angeles Center, good afternoon.
Right.
Number 55, Mike Echo, radar contact
works.
lost.
Okay.
Well, I thought we'd be laughing and joking and looking at the scenery right now. I'm
Yeah.
sorry about all this.
No worries. Good. So you've entered number 3 waypoint, correct?
I haven't. You moved the view
Oh,
before
sorry.
I could see what it was because of the radio
Yeah.
call.
Okay.
So it's 36,456 north. 36,456 north.
Hey,
and
Megas,
west
wie geht's dir?
is,
Ahoy.
114, 169.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, insert that. Cool. And then I'll go to number 4.
Okay.
Same, yeah, excellent. Yeah.
Okay, 38, 216. Insert, and west is 113,008.
Yep.
Okay, that's done.
All right, waypoint 5.
Okay, waypoint 5. We've got, hold on a second. 39,181.
Mm-hmm.
And 112,303. Whoops. Okay,
All right.
that's
the
done.
last one is number 6.
Waypoint 6. I've got something on waypoint 6 already.
All right, same.
I've got the same.
Oh.
For whatever reason, I've already got waypoint 6, and it matches what I see on your stream.
Right. So that means
can't-
that's all programmed. So
Okay.
the important thing now is that we monitor the progress. So when we get to the next station or the next waypoint that we've programmed, it's going to be Las Vegas, that the INS switches over and it says 2-3 instead of 0-2 for you.
Okay, I have 19.2 DME till Las Vegas.
Yeah, checked.
And I'm looking. I've got Las Vegas tuned on your side, and we're pretty much on the radial there, so that looks good.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Okay.
so just for the viewers, what we're doing is we did program the coordinates for these VORs. So right now we are tracking towards Las Vegas on that airway. So we could either fly it with raw data, meaning have the aircraft follow that VOR radial, which is transmitted from the ground, and we are receiving it. Or what we're doing now at the moment is we are letting the aircraft fly from one waypoint to the next waypoint. So the advantage is that when you've programmed everything correctly, the aircraft will automatically sequence the waypoints, meaning that once you pass waypoint 2 in our case, it'll then change course towards waypoint 3. So you don't have to change anything on, selecting new course or new radials for the VOR and changing heading mode, etc., etc. So that's all done automatically. However, we still need to check raw data-wise that everything's, going correctly, because the real aircraft, the real receiver drifts. So the position that the INS calculates would be drifting, and there's an in-flight realignment progress you can do, but obviously we're not going to do that today. We're on simplistic distance, and here right now it's quite interesting. So Caesar switched his display to distance time, so half a minute and 3 miles, and that is actually track distance, while if you look at the slant range, it is the distance from the aircraft to the transmitter of the DME distance. So even if we're right up at the station, we still have an indicated DME, because it is showing us now the altitude, if you like, in nautical miles. And look at that, it switched automatically from 2 to 3. And so now it's going to track automatically to the next waypoint, which is Mike, it seems. Oh no, sorry, Nora. That's a waypoint, Nora. And that's working beautifully now. And again, so we need to make sure that we set some raw data indications, because we are, by our flight plan, navigating via VOR radials. So we need to make sure that we stick on that. So it would be outbound from Las Vegas, radial
November 858 Tango Charlie, contact SoCal search 135.
Can't see that on my chart. Is it?
031 is the outbound
031, okay.
radial. Yeah.
So on my side, I still have Las Vegas VOR indicating, and so here I've got mine not set to INS. I've got my switch to radio. So that indication, that HSI indication, is the raw data indication from Las Vegas VOR right now. So that's what we'll monitor. But the autopilot tracks the INS course right now.
November 858 Tango Charlie, SoCal
Cool.
approach.
Good. Actually, now we can enjoy the outside view. Lecture's over.
Another sim crash. I'll let you two
For the
continue on
Bakersfield
without me.
Airport, as
Winds
file.
are calm, by
I'm
the way,
to
it's only
maintain
7 knots up there,
8,000. Josh for departure frequency 126.1, squawk 1510.
Oh yeah, that's
The
This is
winds
amazing.
are calm in the sim?
Apparently.
I'm showing...
I've just changed Theta 3
Yeah.
to winds. It's showing 3.7 for 7 knots.
Mark says, "Thank God for Airbus."
Is there 946 back correct? Hold for release.
Also, the reserve tanks are drained and we are running tank to engine now.
Excellent.
Sim,
So,
there's one
I
thing
don't know
I
what's
forgot
going
to
on
check
with
with
the
you.
Departure,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, there's one thing I forgot to check with you for when you've reconnected is check your parking brake, make sure that is off. Because it has a tendency to come back on.
That will-
We're going to stop very quickly on the runway.
And that would leave some
It
very
is off.
nasty marks on the runway. Yeah.
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 Oh,
It's
look
off,
at that
thank you.
view. Look at that view.
Yeah. Let's leave this one. Oh, that's Las Vegas behind us there. Oh yeah.
Is it behind us now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is back there.
There it is.
So I'm a little afraid to look at the weather setting in the X-plane to see if I have...
57 Mike Mojave,
Let me visit
make
it. I
straight
mean, to be fair,
in
it shouldn't make too much difference.
runway
We checked the weather
8,
beforehand,
report,
so
2 mile
it wasn't
fine.
too bad,
Yeah.
was it? So, we should be fine. We should be fine.
Okay.
The shared flight window and look on the weather tab there. And if you're the one running active sky, you can be the
Yeah.
one inject your weather or whatever.
I'm not running Active Sky. I'm just using the built-in X-plane weather, which seems to be a little more reliable with shared flight.
Oh, I don't know about that, but yeah, that's fine.
So show main window, weather. Okay. The question is, if we are syncing up,
Oh,
should we?
this is what happened.
What?
I see. I am no longer the host of the flight. You are, and you probably have your weather set manually in X-plane.
Okay,
That's
so
why the winds are not matching real
So
world.
JSNAP, is it safe to, or can I hand over control somehow? Probably not. But it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, I'm also on X-plane weather, so it should sync up for us, shouldn't it?
Yes, but your weather got switched over to set manually when we started shared flight, and I was the host.
So you guys could all hit pause, and then, or just one of you hit pause, that'll sync, and then Black Box could inject weather, or you could launch active sky, or whatever you guys want to do.
So hit pause in the sim first, and then.
Yeah, because that way you'll all be paused. Because once you into the menu, you'll be paused effectively. So you might as well pause for everyone. Right?
Would it be worthwhile just loading up Active Sky? The black box, though?
Yeah, he can just open active sky. That's all he needs to do if he wants. Yeah.
Okay.
Do it that way instead?
Yeah. All right. So hopefully nothing crazy happens now with the speed. So be careful. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that scared me. That's
360.
There we go.
Wait,
Whoa,
we had
Nelly.
a wobble.
Okay.
No, we're good, we're good, we're good.
Yeah, just let it descend back to 33,000.
Yeah, I've showed 268, 270. Okay, it's rising.
Conti, me too.
280, 33 knots. It's having a moment on the Super 3.
I'm awake as well now.
I'm waiting for
Jesus.
it to settle out.
Over
9
0946,
degrees,
Josh for departure, ident. Number 946, ident.
Okay, so
Okay.
That was the first. Let me just load
This is an adventure.
Yeah, I'm just going to load the flight plan if I can.
On CV3 for the wind, it's showing 320 and rising.
Maintain 8,000.
Yeah,
It
there we
looks
go.
like,
That sounds,
yeah.
that matches what I'm looking at on.
Well, yeah, I'm reading 34 knots. The direction's having a bit of a moment until it sorts itself out.
Yeah.
Speed is correct.
But there we go.
Yes, the speed will rise aqua until it goes back to point 85. You've got the set in the map code, so that'll be fine.
Right, so now we have...
I have a little issue now.
What?
I'm showing a 300 foot per minute climb, and we're not actually climbing. We're actually descending slightly.
Well, it's probably
this
just...
is why I don't want to use active
yeah,
sky.
No,
because
yeah, it's what it's doing.
Weird
It's
altitude.
Yeah, but
problems,
that's...
it seems
Well, the thing is, what it's doing...
Yeah, mine's stuck at 3... It's about to hit 3.3. It's going.
Hang on, so let me just say. So the thing is this: when you inject weather and you have like large differences from the pressure to standard pressure, it doesn't instantly put you to the new pressure. It just does it gradually. You know, when on the ground and you start active sky, it slowly starts setting the barometric values. It's doing that now,
right.
So I'm seeing the baro just change ever so slightly, and that's why you have an indication as if you're not climbing.
okay.
Now,
My BSI is showing me in a 300 foot per minute climb.
Yeah.
Oh, it seems to be evening out now.
exactly,
Okay,
because
okay.
now the baro sea level has stabilized at 30.49 inches.
Okay.
So now we are on the weather that we're supposed to have.
I was just being impatient. And we just passed Nora, and it moved us over to the heading towards Milford. Very nice.
Yeah. So Milford 12.1. Shall I dial that in for you?
Yes.
Right, 12.1. And the course line should be, or the UR radio.
For 6005
017, I think.
Center 135.77.
Salt Lake 3577 November 6.
Yeah, you're right online. Perfect.
Okay.
Isn't that
Fantastic.
convenient?
Everything's working.
Yeah.
Isn't that convenient?
Okay.
And the Seva 3 is now showing 34 for 33, so that's sorted itself out as well. So it looks like,
Number 858 Tango Charlie, the airport is just left of your...
Yeah, someone was commenting it was nice weather.
south.
It definitely is. And Salt Lake City, I can tell you right now, has 350 at 3.
So Mike Lima, runway 8, clear to land.
Fuel 21,000, plus 1 degree, and 3057 on the altimeter.
Alright, Tango Charlie, clear visual approach, runway 27.
They're still landing south.
I did just check the ATIS, okay? I didn't have that yet, so okay.
I checked the text status through the Pilot Edge website.
Yeah, I mean 3 knots isn't really that much, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what you can do here is you can play around with the selector here and get some more infos. For example, the wind. So wind right now, what the INS is calculating is 33 degrees at 35 knots.
Number 101 Uniform Delta. Van Nuys clearance cleared to San Jose Airport.
So that's pretty much headwind right now, 35 knots.
Via
Yeah.
So
Hayes
the distance to the
8
next waypoint
departure.
is 97 miles,
4S transition.
and it's going to take us
And
about
then
12 and a half minutes now to get there.
Sid, accepts maintain 6,000. Departure frequency 134.2.
Also, you can get info, for example, ground speed.
5572.
So that's the ground speed. That's the track. I guess that's true track 31.8 and 455 knots ground speed.
Somehow I've never noticed that one until yesterday.
Oh, you're racing
Uniform Delta revac correct.
a Challenger to Salt Lake,
Number 8 Tango Charlie.
but we're doing 30 knots
Riverside
faster.
Tower.
There we go.
Yeah, it's Quas. He's trying to race us, but we're ahead of him.
We're just a 747. That's lovely. Whew, that was a bit stressful, wasn't it?
I feel bad because it was my sin that obviously I didn't
Well, you never.
I didn't force the sim to crash.
No.
But I still feel like this was supposed to be a nice, relaxing en route portion of the flight, and we've been sitting here typing numbers in Siva.
Yeah, but no worries. I mean, that can happen from time to time. Yesterday we did exactly the same flight, guys, so it worked just, you know, really nicely.
Ontario, correction, Yuma clearance on request.
But yeah, we have, thanks to Motosuwa, got it nicely sorted out. Back on track.
Yeah, we're all good. We're all good.
Yeah.
We got this.
So, fuel-wise, how are we looking?
Fuel, we're looking absolutely fine. So I'm within 21.1 for the total fuel right now, and we're running tank
Ray 58 Tango Charlie, Riverside Tower, straight in runway 27, clear to land.
Pretty much identical, so yeah, we're fine. There's no 500 kilogram difference.
Okay. So next waypoint Nora, according to flight plan, we should have about I don't know. It says 19.7 as minimum fuel for the waypoint.
So yeah, we passed Nora. We're on our way to Milford now.
Okay. So let's see what was the fuel. So yeah, 21.3. That's nice with the 2 tons extra. Looks good.
The 5 Foxtrot Zulu John clearance on request. Standby.
Sapphire, what you mean? I don't quite understand what you mean.
66 Mike Ed.
YouTube desyncs with live?
Sorry, November
Over
66 Mike
time.
Echo, Yuma clearance, clear to the Ontario Air. As filed, except after Palm Springs VOR, join the Setter 7 arrival. Maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 125.55. Squawk 5115.
Hey, Megas. Oh, Max. No, so I flew the 747-400, not 200. No, so to be honest, I mean, you know, after I finished flying the 747, I flew the 737 for about 4.5 years, and now I've been the captain on the A320 series for 10 years now.
You got it
So
right.
it's been like 15 years.
After Palm Springs, Setter 5, I think it's the Setter 7 arrival.
You know, and I have forgotten most of the stuff.
Okay, we got 70 miles to Milford, so I'll gonna turn the controls over to you, Black Box,
Yes,
for
sir.
about 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah, my controls.
Your controls.
So Mike Lima, taxi to parking. Via Charlie, pass for Cat 6.
Oh, we should have gone to get the T-round wise back there.
Yeah. Yeah, the table mounts I use are called Monster Tech.
Number 8, Tango Charlie, Roger, enter left downwind, runway 27.
Monster Tech table mounts.
Number 5, Foxtrot Zulu, John
what did it feel like to switch from 747 to 737? Did you miss the 747?
Right,
it is a great plane to fly, yes.
Steel Beach VOR, and then as filed.
However, when you
2000, expect
when you do your career as a pilot and you have the the luxury to change aircraft types, especially long range, short range. Gregor, thank you much for watching, Gregor. Mach's gut. There's always kind of exciting phase where you have your new aircraft type, you have a new routings, new schedules, and so on. So it's an exciting time. And it's short range is completely different to long range. So flying long range, it's more like going for a longer trip, while short range is obviously hard work in the sense of having 4 flights a day.
Black Box, I'm really enjoying this, dude. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Well, thanks again.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, thanks for saving the flight. I mean, wow, that is. I thought actually when he crashed, I thought that's it. I thought that would be it for the flight.
Nah, we got this. We got this. I did, like I said, I did a flight with the full crew from Manchester to Rome, and I had 3 crash desktops on the way down because my sim being just simulators. And yeah, we landed. We got there.
Excellent.
Okay, I'm back. My controls.
Yeah, your controls. Welcome back. No changes. So Sapphire, I don't have any dropped frames. I am not sure why it would desync. Has anybody else got problems with the stream? That it's desyncing or something? Yeah, because I'm not dropping any frames. Sorry, Caesar, what was that?
Oh, I said I'll brief the arrival if you'd like.
Okay, hang on. Let me just get the charts up for the viewers.
Okay.
Although, Now we're a bit still out of range, I guess, for the... Well, actually, I have to try the ATIS, can I? I've got an ATIS frequency 125.625. Yeah, 125.625. That's an issue with the trim. That's known. That will be fixed. Don't worry about it.
Oh, the trim wheel doing this thing. Yeah.
625. Now the question is. No, we're too far out still.
Okay.
Okay. So then. Is it possible to get on Pilot Edge, the ATIS somewhere?
Yes, I have it. I could brief you on that.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll note it down.
Okay. Information uniform wind 350 at 3. Visibility 10, few clouds at flight level 210, temperature 1, dew point -8, altimeter 3057, and they are landing south. I would expect that we would get 16 right. I think that's normally what we would land on. And no other notable information on the ATIS.
Okay. And so we are expecting the Jammer 5 arrival then.
Jammin' 5.
Jammin' 5, yeah. Thank you, Peter. Okay, so I've got the charts ready. I would be ready for briefing.
Okay, we're in our initial point is Milford and fly inbound on the 007 to Delta. And I think we've got Milford and Delta in
programmed.
the SIVA, so that should be good. And then outbound on the 358 from Delta to Laszlo, Jammin, and we'll switch over to the Wasatch VOR at Jammin. Inbound on the 179-degree radial to Chip, which is 14 DME, and then a left turn to heading 343. If we don't if we get a descent pilot's discretion, I'd like to start our descent about 10 miles past Delta. 20 miles before Laszlo.
Okay.
And any questions?
The approach itself, 16 right.
I'm assuming we'll get 16 right.
Yeah. You want to brief that later once we know for sure? The whole procedure.
Sure. Let me bring that up here.
I was going to say, if we know what the runway we're landing on, then we can just put the information in the land and performance calculator, so it's pre-done. Why we got the time.
Yeah. So should we do that for the expected runway then?
Yeah, I've put it in, so I'm ready to read it off to you guys.
Okay. Tango Charlie back to the parking via Alpha.
Performance.
Yeah, sure.
Landing. Go ahead.
Let me do that also on my end. Go ahead.
Okay, so runway length. So this is aiming for 16 right. Runway length is 3,600 meters.
Yep.
Airport elevation 4,200. Nice and high.
Yep.
Runway heading will be 160.
Checked.
Runway slope is up 0.1.
Yep.
And runway condition, as far as I'm aware, is dry.
Yep.
And what was the temperature? Did you get the
+1?
again?
Yeah,
Sorry.
+1. Yeah.
+1, and the wind direction was
350 at 3.
3503.
Oop.
Why did it just come like daylight?
Yeah, I don't know. It's the sun.
I don't know.
It's so bright.
Yeah.
That's an X-plane thing.
Yeah.
It does that occasionally.
Do we know what the Q&H would be?
Hang on, just translating it. Hold on. So it was 3057, and that should be 1035.
1035.
For 66 Mike Echo, Yuma ground, runway 8, taxi via Zulu.
my mouse wheel's a little bit broken. So if I scroll up, for example, it does 3 steps up and 2 steps down. It's interesting.
Should we be reading data from the sim?
Yeah.
Okay.
The input. What bit are you on about sim?
Yeah, the input, the landing
Yeah,
weight.
yeah, that will be from the sim. Yeah. Now again, the last time you do that is the last time I tend to do that is between about 7 and 10,000, obviously depending on airport elevation. But it's just before you hit finals. I tend to stick that in, and I get the bumps and everything because it changes quite a bit. But at the moment, we're fine for minimum brakes if need be.
Yeah, we weren't fine before I loaded that, so I was I wanted to get a rough estimate. So yeah.
But the V speeds at the moment are looking pretty much the same as what we had for yesterday's test.
Yeah, I've got 139. Yeah.
Yeah, 139 for B rough. Yeah.
Caesar, what autobase setting would you like?
Minimum.
Roger, I'll give you minimum. Set. Right, let's concentrate. We're coming up to Milford. Next course will be outbound on the arrival. German 358.
Okay. Wow, that 50 miles went really quick.
Yeah, right.
I think it was like 50 miles when I said, let me brief the arrival, and now it's 5 miles.
Yeah, sorry. So 007 outbound from Milford. Just cross-check. It's turning. That's fine. So perfect. Right over the station.
We're back now. Flight level 39015 miles to the south of Fever.
Oh, did we get a handoff to Salt Lake City?
Bravo, Delta.
We should be on Salt Lake City Center.
Yeah, let me just check.
Yeah.
Center from United 711 Heavy.
United 711 Heavy, contact Salt Lake Center 135.77.
135.77. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye, United 711 Heavy.
3605 Echo, Salt Lake Center, Roger, Ida.
And now I'm hearing 2 different
frequencies. Yeah, because I...
United 711, Salt Lake Center, are you with me?
Yeah, we're just checking in. Hello, level 330.
Yeah, 711, thank you. Aircraft Delta at maintain flight level 240.
Cross Delta at and maintain level 240, United 711 Heavy. Right, 240 Delta.
Can you put, let me see, 116.1 on your side?
Delta VOR,
sure.
Cross Delta at maintain flight level 240.
That position checked, thank you. Cross Delta at flight level 240 and level 6005 Echo.
So that's
I'm going to start our
50
descent
miles.
here in, I'm going to start the descent here in about another 5 miles.
Yeah, 5-10 miles is fine, yeah.
Okay.
Well, the ATC volume for you guys, is it quiet or is it loud or anything? Or?
ATC, well, just on a tad on the loud side.
Yeah, I was going to ask if we can, if
Yeah.
able, if we can just drop it just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
'Cause it is very loud.
I have an independent volume control because I'm using voice meter, so it doesn't, you guys set it to whatever works for you, and I can set mine completely independently.
Okay. Good.
Okay, so flight level 230.
Yeah, that's what you have to set in. Sorry, no, 240.
Okay.
No, 240 at Delta.
240.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got out select on it, it'll start dropping. You need to go to off on the out select, unless we are dropping.
That's okay because I want it to start dropping.
Yep. We're descending now.
Descent and approach checklist.
Hang on, let me just have a look.
And also, SimCaesar, do you want it to go into speed instead of Mac, or do you want to stay Mac?
Stay Mac until after we pass
climbing,
Delta.
that's all, in speed.
All right, seatbelts are on.
Oh, she's coming down, she's coming down.
I'm sorry. So we're doing the descent checklist.
Well, I think it's a bit early because there's things like exterior lights, seatbelts, radio INS switches. And right now, we set until Delta, we'll use INS, and then past Delta, we'll go raw data.
And squawk 2305.
And we do not have Wasatch as a waypoint in the SIVA, is that correct?
No, it should be number 6.
We do. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, if you want, you can go and leave it in INS. It's just, I guess, at some point when you're approaching, let's say, 10,000 feet, you should be going on to radio.
Okay. I can't remember. I couldn't remember if the last waypoint we put in there was Delta or Wasatch.
Number 6 is Wasatch. So number 5 is Delta, and number 6 is Wasatch.
Okay, good.
Black box.
That works.
Yep, go ahead.
I've got a viewer asking, what does it mean when you say raw data?
So raw data means we look at our instruments and we see, the needles. So we see the station that we've selected, and right now it's Delta. So 16.1, the 2 bars means that's the VOR number 2, so that's my side. And so that's the raw data indication that tells me we're on radial, let's say 011 or 012, flying towards that station, that VOR station, the ground station, which you can see here. So that's what I call raw data, meaning it is a kind of, well, let's say physical indication from a ground-based station, while when you're flying with nav mode or INS, it's actually a computer calculated position or a INS calculated position that you're using. So that's not really what I would consider raw data. That's a long answer.
No, I appreciate that. I hope that answers your question, Steve. I tried to show what you showed as well on your stream, so hopefully that answered it. He said copy, thank you very much.
Yep, welcome. My pleasure. So we've got 20 miles to Delta. We need to lose another 4,000 feet. We're doing 15 feet per minute, and we require 2 minutes. So I think you're going to have to increase to 2,000 feet per minute, Caesar.
Okay, and can I get speed mode?
Speed mode is now on.
United 711, maintain 300 knots or less.
Maintain 300 knots or less. United 711. Is that the Challenger that's now causing us to slow down?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's
Boo.
Boo.
Doesn't he know who we are?
VIP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
we're big. We don't just push them out of the way with our wake.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know that some people say raw data means, of course, no flight directors. So you have no artificial guidance, if you like. I know that's also a term used in flying. Oh, yeah. 12557, United 711 Heavy. Bye.
Is that approach?
Let's see.
Im Namen der Gesamtbesatzung sage ich herzlichen Dank für den Sub.
Ooh, I hope that was right. 12557, not 12557. We'll see.
No, I heard 12557.
Yeah. Salt Lake approach. Good evening from United 711 Heavy. We're passing 253, descending 240 information uniform.
United 711 Salt Lake Center, Salt Lake City altimeter 3057, landing south. Cross Gemini, maintain 17,000 and 250 knots or less.
Which point was that?
Jammin'.
Okay, so United 711 Heavy descending 17,000 by Jammin' and maintain 250 knots or less for United 711 Heavy. So 17,000 by Jammin'.
United 711, the speed restrictions at Jammin', so cross Jammin' at 250 knots or less.
Okay, so we're correcting United 711, we cross Jammin' at 250 knots or less. So we can maintain the speed until we cross Jammin'.
At 250 knots or greater.
Sounds good. So we're doing 300 knots until at least then, but 250 or greater at jamming for Nova 600 flight deck.
And we're making the turn, or the Siva's making the turn.
Yeah.
That's working good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Siva's absolutely amazing.
Can you get 116.8 on your side?
Absolutely.
And course 359?
I'm showing 358. Oh, 359. No, you're correct. 359 it is.
Yeah.
Thank you. Set.
Okay. And so we need to descend 8. So I need 30 miles from Jammin. So all right, let's go ahead and start our descent to 17,000.
Yeah, and you also have to bleed the speed back to 250 by jamming them.
Yes. Okay.
Is the speed mode just like flight level change or actual autothrust? Oh no, it's autothrust holding Giftswerk. That's the autothrust. That's like using vertical speed with the speed mode. If you're using the flight level change, you would have to use the IAS selection here. Yeah, another question.
Yeah.
Question, Aviator, any recommendations on how to...
Chaps, when you get a sec, I'm just reading 17.7 on the fuel panel back there.
Thank you. Yeah, there's...
Yes, same as me.
There's lots of videos on that. So that's where I learned it.
So Jammin is 50 miles from Wasatch.
27, 9, 36, and about 4. Yeah, 50 miles. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so YouTube, that's where I learned about the Siva. Yeah, there's some really good videos there. You are tracking beautifully. May I say that I programmed the coordinates perfectly?
You did indeed.
Thank you. I just wanted to mention that.
Yes, you may say that.
Thank you. Look, I'm just a small co-pilot, so give me that. Oh, beautiful. Right, yeah, we can see, guys, high terrain. That's really the reason for the restrictions that we get. So the lowest we're allowed to go right now is 16,000. And I may say, SimCaesar, you're doing that really beautifully with the flying as well. And of course, Motosuwa.
Trying.
Yeah, and Motosuwa not only doing the stuff well with the engineer, but also saving the flight regarding our crash desktop.
I've just pushed a few buttons back here, hoped it all worked, and got T. It's all good. You guys are doing all the work.
Yeah, that's modesty in its greatest form. Look at all the button switches back here. And he says, I'll just throw in a couple of button switches. Lol.
Black Box, if you want to go to an external view, put the camera at about 2 o'clock in relation to the aircraft. You got a nice little sunset view there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, the sounds are great, right? So now that we've praised ourselves so much, I hope nothing goes wrong from here on.
Yeah, me too. That's the problem with a sim crash like that, is you can't just recover and say, okay, now I can sit back and relax. I still have that, it's sitting there at the edge of my brain thinking, oh, please, no more sim crashes.
Yeah. Nah, it'll be all
we've
good.
Got this, chaps.
Yeah, positive thinking. Right, looking good. We've got another about 16, 17 miles to Jammin, or 20 miles to Jammin.
Okay, and our altimeter setting at Salt Lake City is 3057.
Yep.
And on the standby.
Good point, yeah. Delta Who? Yeah, well, we only had one. Well, SimCaesar had a sim crash, but Motosuwa knew exactly what to do. So he got us right on track.
Beautiful.
So
I started the descent a little early.
Yeah, no worries. Rather this way than having to force everything down and being a hectic approach. I mean, this is pretty much what we do in Frankfurt anyways, so I'm used to that.
And 18,000 chaps.
Yep, thank you much for the call.
1,000 to go.
So that's a lot of dialing. We're going to do 3057.
Yeah. Oh, we actually have 1,500 to go.
0463 Southern Golf, Albuquerque Center. You're coming in with a lot of tech, so
3057 is set, and I'm showing 18.1.
As you get closer, Prescott.
Yes, checked. We're in sync.
Excellent.
Yeah, Active Sky's working pretty good today. I've had mixed results with it, but I think that saved us for the weather.
Yeah.
36005 Echo contact Salt Lake City approach 128.1.
128.1 for November 6005
So I
Echo.
can pre-select that as well. He's in front of us, 128.1. He's flying the Challenger, I bet. So he's probably chuffed like, haha, you know, I'm in front of the 747.
Are you familiar with Quas Black Box? Do you know Quas?
Oh shit! Hang on, that was 12557, wasn't it? 125,575, correct?
Correction,
Yeah.
Delta 6, arrival.
Oh, I have to. The radios.
Approach runway 16 left.
So loud.
Is it? For me, it's all right now. So,
which dial did you move? Is it on the sim side or?
Yeah.
Approach runway 17.
That does nothing for me. Huh. It might be the receiver though, because I'm using the receiver.
Yeah.
I'm not actually tuned in.
Well, maybe are you doing it by a web browser?
No, it's through a plug-in, the Pilot Edge receiver, and I've looked at it, and there's no options to change audio. It doesn't even come up on my audio selection at the bottom here.
That's weird. Yeah.
Can you do it through the Windows volume control?
Yeah, it's not there. It doesn't exist in there, which is weird.
Delta's with you, flight level 300,
With
climbing
you.
340.
I just realized what you just said.
101 Uniform Delta, Oakland Center, Roger. Descend via Silicon 5 arrival.
Descend via the arrival 1 Uniform
Hey, the
Delta.
mosquito, welcome.
So if anyone in my chat, if you say if the ATC is too loud for you, please tell me.
Big thank you to. Oh wow! So I guess that somewhere in Greece, someone subscribed. I cannot pronounce that name. Thank you so much for subscribing. Then we've got
Look at that view.
Calisthenics channel. Thank you much for your subscription.
711 contact Salt Lake City approach 128.1.
128.1 United 711 Heavy. You've got to be so careful here with these radios. Salt Lake approach, good evening from United 711 Heavy is level 1 to 7,000.
Good, 711 Heavy, Salt Lake City approach, thank you. Descend via Delta 6 arrival, expect special approach runway 16 left.
We'll descend via the Delta 6 arrival and expecting, say again the runway?
Yeah, 711, expect special approach runway 16 left.
Okay, maybe ask for ILS approach 16 left, please, for practice, United 711 Heavy.
Yeah, 711 Heavy, expect ILS, runway 16 left.
That's appreciated, thank you. ILS 16 left, United 711 Heavy.
So we can't accept the Delta 6 arrival. We're on the Jammin 5, and Delta 6 arrival is our nav anyway, so she doesn't realize we're on the Jammin 5, so you'll have to call back and let her know.
So 1 Uniform Delta,
yeah, that's why I was a bit confused there. Yeah, I got the chart. Yeah, you're right. That's an honor. So she'll not be happy. She's already, it seems like a bit unhappy that I requested the ILS approach. And United 711 Heavy. Sorry to bother you, but we are slant whiskey, so unable for the Delta 6 honor for arrival. Silence.
United 711, Roger.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber.
That's my bad. Descend maintain 1000.
No worries. Descend maintain 1000. United 711 Heavy.
Flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Thank you
You
much.
did say yesterday that we would be expecting a visual.
Yeah.
You did say that yesterday.
You're done. All right. Yeah, 11,000 pounds left. And Stephen Patterson, thank you so much for becoming a member here. Thank you so much for your support.
You've got this time set perfect again, my dude.
Yeah.
I don't see MEA for this leg of the arrival. Hope 1000 works. Seems a little low.
Well, Yeah, just do a slow descend. I mean, we've still got how many miles to go? 40 miles. That's 12,000 feet to lose. Yeah, if you just go 1,000 feet per minute, you'll be fine. Because there's no minimum altitudes we have to be at.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, we want to jam in 5, so that's where
Ground King here.
originally we were on.
Lima's at signature,
So we just
ready to taxi information, Bravo.
Yeah, but we can confirm that again. Yeah.
Okay, 16 left.
305 Echo Lima, runway 12, taxi via Alpha.
12 via Alpha, 5 Echo Lima.
Bring the chart up. All right, would you like the arrival approach briefing?
Yes, please.
Okay, so it's possible we could get Vector to Ogden and start the approach from Ogden. I kind of don't think we will. I think we'll just get Vector to right onto the approach.
Yeah, I think so too.
Localizer is going to be 1095 and 164 on the course, and looks like our IAF altitude is 11,000, which is what we were cleared down to. And so missed approach here. We're going to climb straight ahead to 4,800 and then intercept the
look at that view.
Yeah. FFU, the Fairfield VOR. Fly the radial 341 inbound to 10,000 and hold at Fairfield at 10,000.
Yeah.
Chaps, are we going to do the descent approach checklist?
Yes, we can do now. That's a good
Are
call.
we doing it now?
Yep. So I'll get the lights on. Oh, look at the view. That's just incredible.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Wow.
It is absolutely stunning. I love this left window. I can just see cars driving over the mountain. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Right.
Right, so let's do the checklist then, shall we, chaps?
Yeah, so I've got seatbelts, shoulder harness. And
Seatbelts and shoulder harness. I'm so sorry. I was busy looking out the window.
Yeah, I know. I have that problem too.
Seatbelts and shoulder harness, okay.
Anti-ice.
Anti-ice not required.
Exterior lights.
Exterior lights, we have, yeah, our landing lights are on, beacon, strobes. Can we turn the strobes on?
Oh, yeah. Keep forgetting that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Auto brakes.
Min?
Radio INS switches.
Are on INS for now. I'll switch those off when we get to...
Chip, I think.
Chip, yes,
yeah,
chip.
Because then we've got to go 343 heading.
Yes.
Okay, good. Then we've got the brake pressure checked on my side and the flight director computer selectors.
The flight director computer selectors are okay.
Yeah, exactly. Is what I would said. Spoilers.
They're just great.
The spoilers are.
Spoilers. I'm going to. Okay, so 11,000 is our initial for the arrival, so I'll go ahead and arm the spoilers now. They're armed.
Okay. Altimeters.
Altimeters checked and set.
Yeah. At 3057, 12,000 checked. Landing data, EPR, and airspeed bugs.
Okay. Let me see. Load data from Sim. Let's set the airspeed bugs. So I have VREF at 140. Where's it? VREF 139.
Yeah, well, I've got 138 because I just reload from Sim, but that's fine. 139 is what we do. Fantastic.
Okay. And landing distance 2797 with minimum auto brakes.
Yeah, selected. Good.
Okay.
That's for my side, engineer.
Seats and all that stuff is good. Fuel panel is checked and looking healthy. Fuel heats are coming off now. Fuel heats are off. EPR mode is now Mr. Caesar going into go-around setting.
Okay.
And cabin altitude is checked, and circuit breakers are looking okay.
I have the airport in sight. Looks gorgeous.
Yeah. And we are approaching ship. I would go heading 343 now.
349 now.
And
I'm
approach
17
checklist on the
DME.
Yeah.
Okay. And set.
It's awfully quiet
I'll tell you.
on the radio for now. I don't know. I hope everything's still good. 21.
I hear nothing, and mine's still on as well.
Yeah, Western US can get like that.
Okay.
So
all good. So
I don't hear anything on my end either. So
yeah. I'll give it another.
You're on 128.1 still.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll give another 2 minutes and then I'll give her a shout.
Okay.
I mean, really, she can't descend us anyways at the moment, I guess. Well, now she could.
Centennial Clearance, good afternoon.
Hey, there's someone on radio.
Tango, IFR to New Orleans Lakefront with Mike.
Oh, that view. Look at that city. Wow. That's just brilliant.
9005 Echo.
Look at that view. And the sunset.
Sorry, chaps, I just climbed all over you while I put all your lights on for you as well earlier. I apologise.
Oh, yeah, thanks, David. Yeah, so the CL60, so this Challenger's ahead of us, still at 11,000. Okay, that's fine.
So 1 uniform Delta contact Oakland
Okay,
Center,
Caesar, would you like the RS?
I'm sorry, say again?
The ILS. Shall we set the ILS?
Yes. ILS frequency is 1095. I'll set that on my side.
Yeah, I'll do it on mine.
1095. Just these views are
I know,
amazing.
right?
Except for the sim crash.
Get so distracted.
005 Echo, turn right heading 080.
080 heading for November 05 Echo.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, Black Box on your side, can you dial in Fairfield VOR 116.6 and set the course for 341.
Centennial Clearance afternoon, citation 7 Tango
16,
Tango, for IFR to
6,
New
that's for the
Orleans
missed
Lakefront
approach.
with Mike.
And I'm sorry, set the course for 131.
Tango, Centennial Clearance, standby. So 101 uniform Delta, radar contact.
13 or 161? I don't know.
131.
711, heavy, to maintain 90,000.
Just say me 9,000 United 7 level. 131 is it?
005 Echo, Salt Lake City Airport, offshore 23 o'clock at 14 miles, report in sight.
05
Look at that.
Echo.
That's the airport. Oh, gorgeous.
05 Echo, clear visual approach, runway 17, 5 mile final contact towers.
Clear for visual 17, we'll call the tower at 5 miles for November 05 Echo, thanks.
So tower later on will be 23,775. 23,775.
Captain, are we doing a packs off landing again?
Packs off landing. Yes.
Roger that.
I was just about to answer because he said captain.
Working here 305 holding short.
I was like, what?
Ready for
Oh, I'm not captain here.
305 Echo Lima, runway 12, clear for takeoff.
Thank you, Jim Bob. Jim Bob says it's very entertaining. Also work to SimCaesar, Motosuwa, and Black Box. Thank you so much, Jim. Right, look at that.
Mine are just giving me abuse the entire time, but praising you two.
And can I get flaps 5?
Speed is checked. Flaps 5 selected.
Just confirm, we're landing left or right?
Left. So 160 left, you said, yeah.
Sorry, New
Okay,
Orleans
nice one,
Lakefront
right.
Airport. Echo 1 departure dues transition as filed. Maintain 8,000, expect flight level 41010 minutes after departure.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a pretty high elevation airport. So we just want enough power.
Clear to New Orleans Lakefront Airport, Echo 1 departure, dues transition as
So
filed.
flaps are indicating 5.
41 and 10, departure 126.1, squawk 3125, 7 Tango Tango.
7 Tango Tango, back to us.
Field elevation 4231.
You don't check speed? I do, Arthur. I do.
United 711, set maintain 7,000.
So maintain 7,000, United to 711 heavy. 7,000 it is. 2,000 to go.
And if you wouldn't mind securing the cabin.
It is secure. Should I ding dong
okay,
again?
okay. All right. Yeah,
I know
that's
you
good.
love. I know you love saying that. They are feeling completely secured.
Okay, good. We're supposed to be sterile cockpit here, so I gotta get serious.
Yeah. Well, you're doing really good. So happy. I have no complaints whatsoever.
Yeah, the most terrifying part of this whole flight is gonna happen here in a few minutes, so I need to focus.
So for me, minimum is 4430 feet, and I will do the call outs like yesterday. So I'll give you like 500 feet, and then 200, 100, and the last call I'll do is 50. All right, and then you hear the raid ultimate anyways.
Okay.
So 1,000 feet to go.
United 711 Heavy, turn right heading 080.
Right heading 080, United 711 Heavy. This is just like in real life, where I'm answering the radio calls. SimCaesar is flying the aircraft. Absolutely incredible.
So cool. That's so cool.
Sir 5 Echo Lima, contact Big Sky departure.
Just confirm, chaps, we are turning base
Over
now,
to
yeah?
departure.
Yeah, we are.
Echo Lima.
Okay, cool. On finals, I will turn off the packs.
Yep. Aviator, again, it's easier for me to do call-outs, because I can see the altimeters and so on, and I'm not sure if the flight engineer would call out altitudes in real life, but I don't know, it may be.
Albuquerque Center, 4637 Golf, approximately 20 miles.
And my localizer is, I'm picking up the localizer.
Yep. And you got about 16 DMEs. That should be right. Hey, Paul Flies, welcome.
Salt Lake Tower, hello, November 6005 Echo is about a 5 mile final, runway 17.
So 16 left is where we're landing.
United 711 Heavy, fly heading 140, join the localizer.
Heading 140, join localizer, 16 left, United 711 Heavy.
Sir 6005 Echo, Salt Lake City Tower.
So 7,000 will be round about 11 miles from the DME. From the INS.
Airport, stay on the call sign.
Right, join localizer. How do you arm the approach here?
The little knob, I put it on VOR loc until it intercepts the localizer, and then I put it on ILS.
Ah, okay. So you wait until it rolls out, then you put to the other. Right, localizer live.
I lost
There we
you
go.
on radar a while back. I'll need you to disconnect and then reconnect and then call me back.
We'll reconnect on the radar. 37 Golf.
Okay, we're coming
Look
up
at that interception.
Yeah, excellent. Careful the speed, because we're coming up to the INS. Right, slow.
Station 7 Tango Tango, Centennial Ground, runway 17 left, Sac City Alpha.
17 left via Alpha, 7 Tango Tango.
Captain, packs are coming off.
Yep.
Okay, flaps 20, gear down.
Hang on.
You are 1 mile from Lagoon, clear ALS, runway 16 left approach.
Yeah, the less 16 left approach, United 711 Heavy. Shall we go flaps 10 first, and then wait until we intercept the glide slope?
Yes, flaps 10.
Okay. Speed check, flaps 10.
EPR modes are all set. Go around and in speed mode as well.
Okay.
I did the wrong thing there. I selected ILS mode before we got clearance for the approach.
No worries.
Shame on me.
No worries, all good. No harm done. Right, missed approach should be 10,000.
I do not. Still don't have you.
And I'll take flaps 20 now.
Yep. So go down, flaps 20. Thomas, okay, that's good to hear. If anybody wants to have some control, Copenhagen Tower is open.
Online connection,
Guys.
then I can assign you a squawk code here.
And confirm gear down.
Gear is down, yep.
Completely disconnecting from the network and then reconnecting.
It's so bizarre landing and not landing
Heavy,
yourself.
contact Salt Lake City Tower.
World Contact Tower, United 711 Heavy.
Challenger 05 Echo, taxi departing via Kilo. Have a great
Right,
day.
anytime you want flaps to 30, let me know.
Flaps 30.
Should be checked. Flaps 30. Salt Lake City Tower, good evening. United 711 Heavy is on the ILS, 16 left. Oh, blocked.
Standby.
Salt Lake Tower, good evening. United 711 Heavy is on the ILS, 16 left.
Left clear to land.
Clear land, 16 left, so United 711 Heavy.
Calling big sky approach.
Right, landing. Gear down and checked. Flaps 30 green light.
Okay, auto throttle off.
Yeah. 30 green light checked. Ignition goes to flight start. Oh, my flight engineer has already done that. Excellent.
Autopilot off.
Hello. No, I didn't do that.
Approach Stinger
Okay, that's
305
weird.
Echo Lima 8000 climbing.
Maybe someone else did.
305 Echo Lima, big sky departure, radar
Right.
contact.
Have a good landing.
All right.
Cleared land. Landing check was completed.
Eugene clearance, Comanche 7.
The wind right now is 070 at 4.
Oscar Tango Hotel.
Slightly low.
Glide slope.
There we go. Slightly low.
Glide
Correct.
slope.
Comanche
Glide
7791 Papa Eugene.
Glide slope.
Ground
Glide slope.
cleared
Sorry.
to
Glide
North
slope.
Bend Airport,
Glide
Eugene 1
slope.
departure to
Glide
Eugene,
slope.
as
Glide
filed.
slope.
Maintain
Glide
6000, departure frequency
There we go.
109.6 and squawk 4440.
I'm going to dial you in the 144 speed because that's
Okay.
Okay, 991 Pop.
Right, unslope.
To,
Excellent.
Oscar Tango Hotel,
All
Eugene
good.
1 departure,
And we've got
Eugene, radar vectors Eugene, as filed 6,000 feet.
300 feet.
On departure, squawk 4440.
That's slightly high.
7791 Papa, read back correct.
200 feet. $100 feet. Careful descent
Sync
rate.
rate.
There we go.
Sync rate.
Centennial Tower expectation 7 Tango Tango short of 1.
Oh, nicely saved. Lol. So we got spoilers.
All right, reverse.
Yeah. We could have a replay on that. A reverse green decel.
Ground, Twin Cessna
That was a
5070
great save.
Juliet, over at the riddle ramp with India, ready to taxi.
All right, manual braking.
Yeah.
Spoilers were off.
Yeah. Next high speed is going to be Hotel 4 to the right.
Okay.
There we go.
And let's see, what gate did I say? I picked out a nice gate for us.
I will find that now real
Thank
quick. You said
Okay.
Delta 10.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
And can you arm the body gear steering?
Yes, sir.
Left taxi via
Armed.
Foxtrot Delta.
21 left taxi via Foxtrot Delta 70
AP is coming alive now. Just can you guys confirm in a second that it's
Hang on.
coming to you?
Heavy exit right when able taxi to cargo ramp via correction, taxi to the gate via hotel. I am on the ground. Have a wonderful day.
The hotel to the ground, to the apron and monitor ground. Thanks a lot, United 711 Heavy. Right, so hotel is, yeah, this one to the right. And then choose, well, I know Delta is around the corner, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
And
Can you chaps,
clean up,
when you
clean
get
up the
sectors-
airplane?
Yep,
Yeah.
sure.
Can you chaps confirm the APU's coming alive, please? Or alive now?
Yes. Whew! We made it without
Nicely
another
done.
sim crash.
Nicely done.
775.
Sim, would you like engine 1 and 4 shut down?
Sure.
And taxi on 2 and 3. We're on APU as well, so that's fine.
Yeah.
So shut on 1 and shut on 4 for you.
Eugene Ground, Comanche 77991 Pop.
Flaps are coming up.
Information Foxtrot, taxi active.
I'm going to give you the landing lights off and the turn-off lights on. Strobes are off. Whew.
Yeah, this plane, it's the most unforgiving one I fly in flight sim for getting off the glide slope, getting off the localizer. You get a little bit off, it's really hard to recover.
Yeah.
And I was a little more focused yesterday. I was a little distracted today, but yeah, you get a little bit off, and it's really tough to recover.
Yeah.
Contact departure.
Departure 7 Tango Tango.
But I mean, you know, with so many people watching, I know the pressure. So you recovered that nicely, nice flare. After landing, brake pressure is checked. Body gear steering is armed. Auto brakes go
level 8000
off.
runway heading.
I'm just going to that viewpoint here. Yeah, auto brakes off. Ignition off.
Tango Tango, Denver departure, radar contact, climb and maintain.
Engineering attack is off, radar transponder remains the same, flaps are up, spoilers go down. And stabilizer trim should be 7 units. Engineer?
I'll be down to... yep, so outflow valves are open, pressurization mode selected to manual, aft cargo heat is off, and APU is checked. Black box, can you just check your APUs on for you as well? Guys, thank you for the hype train. Thank you so much.
Hold on. Yeah, it's running. Perfect.
Beautiful.
For 7 Tango Tango, turn left heading 0.
Across the pond after this. Lol. Wow, look at the daytime. Look at the views. It's brilliant.
I know, right?
Oh yeah.
Right,
I will say it would be.
Go ahead. Terminal.
I don't know, but the terminal just does not seem to cater a 747 anymore for some reason. But
the spot I picked out said it'll hold a 767-400, so that was the best I could find.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I think it's right here. I think this is it. Is this Delta 10 here?
Yeah, 1-5.
That's Delta 12.
Yeah, one more round a corner.
13,
so
yeah, it's
that's
corner.
Because that's the jet width that's a bit higher up.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'll guide you in, Sim. Just imagine there's a guy with some lightsabers stood in front of you.
Okay.
Left a bit, right a bit.
We're going to Delta 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally on the next left.
All right. Okay, I see it.
It's a really tight turn here. Yeah.
Yeah. I should have had you turn off 2 and 3. That way, I'd get a little,
non-standard.
A little extra action.
Bit of a challenge.
Oh, this is a question that I had for you, Black Box, yesterday, and I thought I'll ask you on stream because other people might be interested. Do you ever use asymmetric thrust for taxiing in a big airplane like this?
Very carefully. You have to realize that because the engines, the outboard engines, are so far out from the center. If the ground is in any ways a bit slippery, you're in big trouble. So I'll be very careful using that. So the answer is literally no.
Mm-hmm. No. Okay.
That's actually a really good question. Because I've kind of yeah. If I taxi this plane, I only do engine.
Think a bit more right, Caesar.
I see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So am I wrong doing that now in Black Box? So when I fly this plane solo, I always do 2 and 3 for taxi only.
I guess, this is one of the things. I mean, you have to realize that when the 747 lands, the weight is a lot lower than when it takes off.
True.
So 2 engines normally would be fine. Let me know, Caesar, when you stopped.
Okay.
I've got such an amazing view right now. That's so cool.
Look at the. I'm like, I've got deja vu, but.
Sim, stop, Sim.
All right.
It stopped.
Stop. There. We're stopped. Let me see where I put it. I went past the line by a couple of feet there.
Right, brake set. Excellent.
And reaching flight level 190.
Shutting down.
Aqua said, "What? No donuts today, Sim."
No.
No donuts. It's tempting, but no.
All right.
And we can go for engine shutdown. We are running on APU.
Oh man.
Yes.
I hope I did okay for you guys.
You did amazing.
Is that your item, Caesar? Shutting down engines? I think it is.
Oh, okay. Am I good to pull the fuel?
Yeah.
Okay.
APUs and bus.
All right.
First thrust.
There we are.
Excellent. Big ears, thank you so much. Right. Beacon is off.
Here comes the gate.
Let's have a look.
Oh yeah, it's working.
I can hear it.
I was trying to pull forward to the 767-400 line here, and I missed it a little bit. Oh, but the gate is adjusting. It's going directly to the door for me. That's
I see that.
fantastic. Yeah.
Here it comes. Just removing a little bit of paint, but it's fine.
That's great. Oh, that looks great. Oh my gosh, this is great.
So back here, the engineer's side, I am pretty much ready for a full shutdown. If you guys will do that, or if we can stay on with you, I'm happy to
Well,
do
let's
that.
just. I tell you what. Let's log off and let's do a replay of the landing.
Ooh,
okay.
Well, I gave my guys a replay because I didn't have to do anything on landing.
Right, I have to disconnect the pilot.
So disconnect off the flight as well. I like how we've had a cargo duct the entire way. Whoever that is, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So we're going to disconnect. There we go. My weather and everything's just resynced. Oh god, that's so bright. Oh, that's bright. My time's gone back to normal as well.
Okay, that's interesting. Oh, I mean, I just logged off pilot edge, not shared flight.
I logged off shared flight.
Yeah, I don't know how the replay would work in shared flight. I think you are meant to log off.
All right.
So you may need to change your time and everything.
Yeah.
That was absolutely incredible.
So yeah, I've logged off as well.
I'm going to complete my Flight Sim Toolkit Pro as well. I'm going to do that real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, Motosuwa, that was that recovery from the sim crash. I couldn't have done that without you.
Yeah, me neither.
You're absolutely fine.
That's a big saver today. Right, let's have a look at flight toggle replay mode. So let's go back into the air.
I'm going to watch this on Black Box's stream.
Right, there we go. So first, we'll do a lovely tower view.
The landing rate that popped up for me was negative 11. I don't know how it's going to look on the replay, but
I've had a minus 10.
I got minus 10 that came up, but on Sim Toolkit's SimCaesar, you'd be happy to know it came up as a minus 269, my dude.
That sounds about what I would expect.
We'll see what the picture says. Picture doesn't lie. So
I might have bounced or just rotated too hard there, right close to the ground.
Nah, that felt pretty soft. So here he comes. Well, let's put this in. The flare wasn't very long. So let's go and have a look. Well, that's a bit too far out. So let's go have a look here. So
we landed a little later than we did yesterday.
So there we go. Here comes the flare.
No. Okay.
Oh, the flare was perfect. It's like literally you saved the landing with that.
But looks like I bounced a little bit. Yeah, but either bounced or over-rotated.
Forensic analysis. So let me see. Can we do? We'll do a passenger engine left view. There we go. Actually, do I have passenger right view as well? Passenger engine right. No, I don't have that. So there we go.
Yeah, the thing I struggle with most in this airplane is you're established on the ILS, turning off the autopilot, and then staying locked onto the ILS.
Yeah. It's difficult, isn't it? It is so hard in this plane.
More so in this plane than any other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I mean from passenger view that is a greaser. Just a little bounce, yeah, but yeah, beautiful. Man, this view. I love how the inboard slats retract when you have the reverse thrust active to reduce the load on the slats.
I'd love the fact that we can all disconnect and get the replay.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah, that's just...
I'm watching it on Black Box's stream right now.
Yeah.
Here they come back out again. Cool. That's so beautiful. In general, let me just zoom back here. CRM 9.5. Well, I mean, so once the app is available for everyone, and you're doing these kind of shared flights, what you will feel, I mean, look at the views here. You'll feel so strange because you suddenly are confronted with a different workflow. And even though you sometimes have the urge to throw switches, but you have to realize that maybe that's not your item, right? So you shouldn't do it because that will confuse the other pilot. So it's essential that you really, stick to script. Make sure you communicate everything. Because here in shared flight, you have one issue, and that is you physically don't see your co-pilot or your captain actually throw switches, right? Which you would see in real life. So, yeah. So again, make sure that you have a clear concept and you communicate as much as you can to avoid that confusion.
It is a very surreal thing to get used to, for sure, because it's like you said, if like we explained yesterday, we said Sim will call out what he wants in the PR mode, because if he just goes, if I go ahead and just do it, and he may question, wait, why are the engine's kicking up? And I'm just like, well, because I've put it into the PR for climb mode, for example. So if he calls it out, then he knows what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a very bizarre thing.
Or that was I was going to ask. Caesar, did you put the start switches into flight mode?
Oh, no, I did not.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, so I don't know.
So maybe that was the virtual flight engineer or something.
Maybe that was from the desync, from the disconnect from SimCaesar.
Okay.
I doubt it, but maybe, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that could be.
No, I definitely did not touch that. But yeah, on that subject of doing shared flight, especially when you're first doing it, you've got all this muscle memory from flying single pilot, and you kind of have to force yourself to not do certain things when you're flying with somebody else.
Yeah.
And it's like you kind of have to retrain yourself and your brain and the way you do the flow of everything when you first get into the shared cockpit. At least for me, a sim pilot for these kinds of airplanes. All my real life flying has just been solo pilot and Cessnas, but for this kind of airplane where I've never done in real life cockpit resource management, to learn that it's a new discipline that you really do have to learn. You can't just jump in and do it if you want to do it right.
Yeah.
And that's why I love doing it with Black Box. What a nice resource to have, because you got the real deal sitting right next to you and helping you out. Also, I've got to say, Black Box is very forgiving. I appreciate that, Black Box. I just have to state that.
I'm sure Melindley will disagree with you, but but no. So I have to say it. So I talked to Melindley about this, and I'm fascinated about how good so you guys are performing in the flight deck. So the knowledge, I mean, you're not professionals, right? So you've had to acquire knowledge through, videos or, streams or, little FCOMs that are floating around the internet, which is brilliant. So for me, it feels really immersive doing these shared flights, because that really feels like, real life flying. So hats off. I can only say, you guys are doing an absolutely amazing job.
Oh, that's amazing, dude.
Well done. So for me, absolutely no complaints, nothing I would really seriously say, hey, you've got to change that or something. If I would be nitpicky, Caesar, for the approach, both pilots should have the ILS tuned. But I didn't want to get into discussion there while you concentrating.
Okay.
The reason being is that it's easier for me to see any deviations from the localizer and glide slope if I have those indications right in front of me. Because otherwise I have to look over to your side, and I can't see your glide slope, for example. So that's why both pilots should have the ILS tuned.
Okay, yeah. See, I would have thought differently. I would have thought put the VOR you need for the missed approach, especially on this plane, which doesn't have the you can't pre-select a frequency. So, but I never crossed my mind that you've got to monitor it from your side, and so I fully understand that.
Yeah. So initially, since you normally, with two pilots up front here, it says climb to 4,800, then climb 10,000, and then inbound to Fox uniform and so on. So at some point, obviously in the missed approach, I would have to quickly dial in the VOR. But I mean, there's no crazy turns really. It's like 3 degrees to the left to get to Fairfield. So that's not a huge deal, is it? So
yeah, I mean, and it kind of goes back to that single pilot mentality
Yeah.
where I have to get this stuff all pre-selected and ready to go, because if I do have to do a go around, I'm going to be overwhelmed, and I want to this. So yeah, that kind of comes through from that single pilot mentality.
Yeah, and then exactly that's why I'm addressing it, because here in shared flight, then you have the capacity because you have shared workload. So how did you feel, Caesar, about things? I mean, you've done this before, so regarding communications, right, with ATC. Isn't that cool that you could just simply concentrate on flying, dialing in altitude and heading? You don't have to press a little knob somewhere, a button somewhere that you reply to ATC. So that really helps flying these quite complicated aircraft.
Yeah, like you commented at that point when we were on the arrival there, it's so cool. You're doing the ATC and I'm turning the things. That's really cool and very special. Yeah. And I love that. Yeah,
and also, I mean, we've all flown the Felis 747-200 on our own a couple of times, and for me, I don't know how you guys would fly it, but for me, I need to use that virtual flight engineer. I just simply cannot cover the workload required to do these switches manually.
I've got so used to jumping back and forth.
Okay.
I got the readouts where he calls stuff out, if that makes sense, like the virtual crew. But no, I've just got to a habit. I think like SimCaesar, you're the same. We just got to a habit of just jumping between engineer seat and flying seat.
I do, but it's so overwhelming. It's really hard to do a departure and especially if you're streaming and you've got that factor going too. It's just super overwhelming. I haven't tried the virtual flight engineer, but that's something I should try, because it's like I said, especially on the departure when your wheels up and there's a lot of stuff to do, and you got to fly the airplane and talk to ATC and do everything you need to do, and it is pretty overwhelming.
Yeah. So again, it's just something. So in shared flight, like we did today, obviously, I mean, if you've got people that know their stuff, it's just so cool. I knew Motosuwa, he knows everything back here, and that was just so relaxing. Yeah, it was just so relaxing. So and he was like, he had the the kind of low workload for him, not having to fly the aircraft itself. So he was like back here, and he could actually monitor and look over our shoulders and pick up anything. If we're missing anything. And so that's something in CRM as well that's really important. However, you'll notice that as well, and I'm sure that many of you will notice it when you're flying along and your pilot monitoring keeps saying, hey, you want to have this, you want to do this, you want to tune the ILS, shouldn't we descend now? It's like, yeah, hang on, give me a second, right? I've got my own concept. Right, don't talk me through it. Give me a chance to actually perform, and then, and that's a difficulty actually, and that's what we face in real life as well. Is especially as a captain, having a very kind of young co-pilot or a pilot that's new to the aircraft, you need to let him make his own mistakes to a certain point, but also give him the time to think his concept through, and then. You have your own little gates where you say, okay, at this point, if he hasn't done this and this, then I'll make a call out. But don't force your own concept onto the other pilot. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the issue people are going to have when they're actually pilot monitoring. I'm sure that people will find that out.
Blackbox, I've got a question. Does that actually happen IRL then?
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So if you talk to co-pilots and you say, what's one of the annoying things your captains do sometimes, and they will say, they keep telling or talking me through the approach, for example. Right? They're like, hey, should we put flaps 1 now? And so the first officer thinks like, well, yeah, I was going to do that in 1 mile. Right? I have my concept. All right, just
right, okay.
Just leave me be for now. The thing is this. We talk about this little funnel going towards the airport or the runway, right? So as you extend outwards, so the further away you are from the runway, the bigger the funnel is, meaning the bigger your deviations is allowed to be regarding airspeed and altitude and so on. So as long as you are within that cone, if you visually try to visualize that, if you are in that cone, in that funnel down towards the runway, if you're within those boundaries, then all is good. Only when it gets to the limits, that's when I think a pilot monitoring will call out something, right?
Right.
And also, I mean, there are certain phrases you're supposed to avoid, right? It's like, don't you think? All right. No, so it's these suggestive kind of questions, right? Don't do that. If you think, for example, we're high in the profile, then just say it. You would say, I see the aircraft being a bit high in the profile. And then the other pilot can have a look and say, oh yeah, you're right. I agree with you. Thanks for the call out. Or he or she will say, no, look, we're 30 miles from the field. We're at 8,000. We've got a bit of headwind. I think we're all right. All right. And then, you discuss these things. But yeah, don't say like, I think we should be putting selecting flaps now.
Sorry, Black Box. I mean, Sim, I'm sure you'll say the same thing. Pretty much every other person tuning into our streams here. We need a Black Box campfire story session or something. I could literally sit here all night and just listen to these stories. They're amazing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but my chat knows. So when I start rambling on, it doesn't stop. So I do have some campfire stories for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I say this every time I talk about Black Box on my channel or whatever. I mean, how amazing it is. How is it to have this incredible resource here for
Absolutely.
us? And Black Box, I speak on behalf of the Flight Sim community. Thank you so much for streaming and sharing all your knowledge with everybody. It's incredible for us Flight Sim hobbyists,
That's really kind. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, but I always say, for me, so thank you much. I really appreciate that. For me, I'm saying, well, I see it, the other way around. Is that you guys, I admire your passion, for aviation, and give me the chance to actually show you, because in real life that cockpit door is closed. So whatever we're doing up front, and because of the experience that you've had on flight sims, is that things can get really stressful. You kind of get a sense of what's going on in the flight deck. Now, most people don't, but here through streaming, and I'm not the only real-world pilot streaming. We've got quite a number of real-world pilots now doing it. It's actually quite fascinating being able to open a door legally for people to come in and learn about these things, those that are interested. So I find it very entertaining, and I love answering these questions. And also, and I've said it on my streams many times, it's actually, since I've started streaming, I think my knowledge base has improved purely because of the questions that I get. And there's always certain things that you lose memory of, like there's always some limitations or something in the books that you haven't looked at for some time, and the older you get, the quicker you forget. And so these questions, get on my streams, really help me to stay on top of the game there. Exactly, teaching is always a great way to learn. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's not just a matter of we're kind of looking over your shoulder and seeing what you're doing, because we can watch cockpit videos on YouTube. It's also being able to know what you're thinking and what your mythology is, or I can't say the word. You know what your method is behind your doing what you're doing, whether you're simulating an emergency or whether there some weird ATC instruction pops up. I'm not just like looking over your shoulder and watching you manipulate the controls and saying, oh, I wonder why he's doing that. We get to know what you're thinking and get into your head, and that's so instructive and so valuable, I think, for me.
That's cool. And here, the shared flight, now that's one of the really cool things as well with shared flight, is actually when you have someone knowledgeable on a certain aircraft type. Now, it doesn't have to be a professional pilot, but maybe he's really proficient with a certain aircraft type. In shared flight, you can actually instruct someone else really, really efficiently, because you're sitting right next to him virtually. But you could say, have a look at this dial, or like today, for example, Caesar, I showed you how to program the CEVA. Right? Isn't that a lot more? That will stick with you a lot easier than having to do that just by words. So yeah,
absolutely.
So these
then
things.
watching a YouTube video, but where you've actually, with the one great thing about shared flight, like you said, is like it's like when I showed you the INS switch. It's like this one here.
Exactly.
You can click it and you can go, okay, that one now. Okay.
I would have searched for hours trying to find that INS switch. So these things, exactly. That's just so helpful and so efficient. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to many more flights with many people in the community here. Yeah. So great app.
Sure.
Big shout out to Shared Flight for doing it.
Yeah, and I will add, there have been several updates recently, and I have noticed, because I do this, I do at least a couple of shared flights every week.
Yeah.
It's gotten more stable. It's gotten really great, and not only that, the developer has added tools in there so that when things do get out of sync, you can resync them and recover. So it's really. So it's
actually,
getting really robust now.
Okay,
and,
so shall we tell everyone? So that crash the desktop was actually planned. so we could demonstrate.
Mind blown.
Yeah, so we could demonstrate how well you can actually save the flight. And to be honest, I'm still absolutely amazed that it worked so well. It used to be the end of the flight for the shared flights. You could not reconnect.
I thought we were sunk, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. So isn't that amazing that everything's synced up again and we could continue it?
Can I put a shared flight link to their Discord in your chat, Blackbox?
Yeah, sure, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say apart from I'm very humble and humbled even, and thank you so much to you two. Honestly, it was amazing, absolutely amazing.
I will second that. Thank you very much for doing this, taking the time, and I'm sure that a lot of people are actually hyped for the app here coming out. Hopefully, I don't know when it's coming out, but hopefully not too long to go now.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up my stream here. So to everyone who tuned in for everything, love you guys so much, and to Blackbox and SimCaesar again, just thank you so much.
Thank you as well,
Motosuwa. This was absolutely amazing, and really wonderful job back there. This was terrific.
Yeah, and I have just posted a link, guys. Big shout out to both of them, SimCaesar and Motosuwa. They are both streaming on Twitch. Please make sure check out their channel.
Thank you,
yeah, and I'm sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I'll go ahead and disconnect from Discord and let you wrap up your stream there, Blackbox.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm very much looking forward to another flight with you guys.
Oh, me too.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yes.
Guys, love you guys so much.
Yeah. Take care.
I'm just going to mute myself here.
Roger. Right, yeah, so that sums up for the day. Next stream is actually tomorrow, Saturday. Now, today on my Discord, you're followed the posts maybe. I still have issues with P3D. I cannot get the freezers to stop. And I've actually, over the last 3-4 days, I'm not kidding, I've spent like 20 hours reinstalling, reinstalling on a different hard drive, going through, countless posts on forums. Because I'm like, all programs, so all flight sims, be it DCS, be it X-Plane, be it Microsoft, or any other game, is running perfectly. There is no issues. There's no lags. There's no stutters. I get good FPS. It is just P3D, and it's so frustrating, and I don't know what to do. I'm not the only one. There's rare cases, but I'm not the only one that's still suffering from it, and I don't know what it is. I honestly don't. So as much as I would love to go back to P3D, I can't at the moment. I cannot do a stream because I would rage quit very quickly. So if it's okay with you guys, I would offer the following. So I would prefer to continue with Microsoft Flight Sim and the fly-by-wire mod if people want to see the A320, or I would do the TOLIS 319, 321. Yeah, tomorrow's DCS day as well. Thanks, what's up? So we'll be using DCS tomorrow as well, but before that, before that, I would like to do one flight, yeah, an Airbus. The INI A300 is also nice, yeah. I'll tell you what we'll do on my Discord. We'll do a poll, all right? No, so always, the thing is, it's something in P3D. So they've done something with P3D that it may be an issue with the new Intel CPUs, yes, Oist, but I've also made or asked people on my Discord if anybody else has a 12900K and experiencing issues, and people were saying, there's some saying no, you know, we have perfectly fine, smooth flights. Hey TV Avenger, Australia Ops and Microsoft Flight yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We've got something for sure that we can do. Yeah, so we'll do one normal flight as always tomorrow. I guess we'll be starting at like 1800 UTC, and then afterwards, I would estimate about 2000 UTC. We'll go to DCS and do a practice mission tomorrow. Hoist, that's really cool. Yeah, exactly, Hoist. Thank you. Right. Big shout out to all those that have become members today, supporting the channel financially. Again, another big shout out to the €10 donation from here in Texas Racing. Thank you so much, everyone. Hey, Budel, good evening. Yeah, and yeah, so see you again tomorrow, Saturday, 1800 UTC. And what a great flight it was today. So yeah, that's something really to look forward to. And there's several aircraft that will be supported right from the gate or the get-go here in shared flight. Absolutely wonderful, really cool. I will do Magus, yes, thank you. I will do so. Oh, P3D. Oh, one more thing regarding P3D. I will try. I will not give up that easily. I will try to install version 5.2 again. A complete reinstall of 5.2. Because I am curious to see if actually it is 5.3 that's causing the issues, or if it's the PC. Because I don't know. I honestly don't know what's really causing the issues. I will not give up though. All right, good. Rambled off enough. My dear moderators, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all the help. I apologize for missing maybe some hellos today, but shared flight is definitely a lot of workload regarding yeah, keeping things rolling here on the stream. Thank you much for watching. That's the important thing. Yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah, see you soon. Yeah, Motosuwa, thanks again. SimCaesar to you as well. Thank you so much. And I will see you again soon. Good night, everyone.